Yo,
Yo, what's good?
yo, what's goody? What's goody?
What good? What good, Black?
Everything
You hear me?
cool, man. Just here tonight. Yeah, I hear you.
Happy Father Day. Happy Father Day, man.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Happy- Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Out here putting in their work, man. Doing what we do.
Yeah,
Out here
trying to,
leaving
man.
out. Out here leaving out on Sunday, man. Trucking shit ain't regular, man.
That right.
You
You
know.
might be getting to that bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got to bounce back. I had no went on a trip, little vacation, so I'm bouncing back. Power went back
Oh
up,
yeah.
man. You
Oh yeah.
Y'all know this trucker shit ain't regular, man. Might only be at the house maybe
Right.
1 or 2 days, man. Then you right back out here. A day and a half.
Right.
Working on
Facts.
weekends as usual. Well,
Facts, man. Facts, man.
you know, consistent.
Man,
You
happy
know.
Father Day again, Dream.
Okay, yeah, they go dream,
Yo,
dream. What's up? Boy, happy Father's Day. Well,
man, happy Father's Day to y'all guys out here, man. We trucking on Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
That
for
show you right
real.
there what's going on, man. We gotta feed the fam, man. Shout out to y'all boys, man.
For
All
real.
right.
For real. For real.
That's
All right.
right.
So look, I'm gonna break it all the way down.
What happened, bro? Yo, cuz say you gonna break it down. He don't.
Yeah, he was gonna break it down and then he broke out, didn't
Broke out. Dream be running through the mountains, boy.
Hello, hello, hello.
he? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
God damn, man. My shit always people always want a motherfucking call, man.
I
Hello?
gotta put it on do not disturb.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hold
You
on,
gotta
I
put it
gotta
on
get
do
out
not
and get
disturb.
back.
You know, got a phone call.
Yeah, he said he had to get out and come back.
So somebody called him.
G, where you at, G?
Man, I'm on
You
the
at the
road,
crib?
man. Mm-mm. I'm on the road. I just sat down, give me something to eat real quick.
What you eat?
Man, some smoked chicken.
Mm-hmm. Talking about what? For pilot?
Nah, hell no. Pilot ain't got no smoked chicken. I'm at a barbecue place.
They used to eat, they had a smoked chicken wing.
That boy always eat, man.
Mm-hmm. You remind me of me.
Man, that was dreams. Like,
That boy always. All right, now check it out. Now check it out. So,
All right.
so I just want y'all input. All right, so y'all both and probably everybody online know I own two trucks, right? Title in hand, they mine, right?
Right.
Okay. What I'm having a problem with, I'm gonna scale up around January, February, right? And what I'm having a problem with is trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do because the reason why I'm now in my head, I'm 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 in my head is like, buy that motherfucker, own that motherfucker outright type shit like that. But then it's also, you know, you think about when you think about buying a truck, you know what I'm saying? You think about putting 30, no more than 30, 40 in the truck, it's gonna be like an older truck, this and that. You wanna make sure the driver, because you talk about a new truck, it's gonna cost you anywhere from 60 up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't trying to drop 60 down. You know what I'm saying? Like I could go get a older truck, you know, probably about a 19 or older for about a good 30, 40. But then you think about the driver. You want the driver to be comfortable. You want to make sure it's a good truck. You know what I'm saying? You want to do all these things. So
Right.
it's just like, for me, man, I've been thinking about this for a while, man. You know what I'm saying? Which way to go in this situation, man. And you know, I'm kind of, I've been pulling from everybody. You know what I'm saying? My old heads, this and that. I know I'm finna make a move, but I just don't know which way I want to go with making the move. And you know, I was like, well, shit, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's pros and cons with both situations. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to talk about it and see what y'all fellas think about it, man.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Let me say this. Let me say this. So you said a new truck gonna run you like 60, right?
I can't hear you, cuz.
You said a new truck gonna run you like 60, right?
Yeah, 60 and up. Yup.
Okay. So when you bought your first truck, you paid like what, 40, 50?
46.
What you pay? You paid 46. Then you turned around and what? You put 15 in it? 15, 20 in it? Right when you got it?
Right when I got it.
So
Went straight to the shop.
So that came out to be 60 grand right there. Still, didn't it?
Yeah, you might well say, yeah.
So basically, you know, you bought your used truck, you know what I'm saying? You know, for 40 something, you know what I'm saying? Then you put like 15 in it. You still end up spending 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it depends on the seat.
But I spent 60, right, cuz, and it was, I see what you're saying. But the thing is,
It just depends on the truck,
I didn't
though.
know I was gonna spend 60 like that.
Right. That's what I'm gonna say. You ain't
know
gonna
what I'm
know.
saying? After I took it to the shop, that's when, you know, had to put about 12, it was 12 to 15,000 in the truck. After I took it straight to the shop. You know that. But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. So what you okay, you saying that to say what? Let me see what you saying.
I'm saying that to say you were saying, like, you know, buying a cash truck, you know, or whatever, which you done did that already. You done did that twice. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you just gotta look at, you know, from what you done did already. Now you saying, well, a new truck cost you about 60 or something like that.
About 60
Listen,
and up. About 60
but
and up.
look, you look at this. You look at this. You done spent 60. You done spent more than that, really. But you look at this. You get you a new truck for about 60. You got a new truck. That truck shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It should have new tires on it. Everything should be, you know, put together. You know what I'm
But you ain't
saying?
talking about you ain't talking about a brand new truck though.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about
We talking
I'm
about a
talking
brand
about
new.
Up
We talking
though.
about a
He ain't
brand
talking
new.
about a brand new truck. Not for no
I'm
60.
talking about it ain't gonna be brand new with 0 miles and nothing like that. But what
Right.
I'm talking about
2020.
is like a 2020 up, got about low miles, probably got about 300,
Right.
400,000 miles. Well, about 300, 200, 300,000 miles.
Right.
And you know, buying it, paying on it, not just going in there dropping it right from the gate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Buying
Right.
it. So and then you got to think too with the interest on the truck. You know it's gonna be APR and shit like that. You got to deal with
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying? So just say you get a truck for 70, shit, when you get done, that bitch might be 85.
I'm gonna say this. What is making you think about switching your business model? Because your business model is buy a truck, cash out, because you done did it twice. Now you finna go on your third round. You did it twice and it's working out for you. So now
You
why
because it's
change
just
that? Why change that now?
okay. Because
What's making you want to change that? You feel what I'm saying? That's what we gotta get into.
we gotta understand that, you know, it's just you gotta have that
Is
mind
it is it
state.
is it the maintenance
Let
or
me
the driver?
let me no
Okay.
no no let me you gotta have that mind state because you gotta understand, like, even though you ain't on that level yet, you understand what these big companies doing, man. The motherfuckers get rid of them old trucks and sell it to niggas like us. You know what I'm saying? To get the new trucks in, and then the new trucks, you gotta think about more reliability, more advanced, more of the simple fact that the driver can feel comfortable in the truck. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things like that. You know what I'm saying? A fresher new truck, man. You got places to where I can't take my truck everywhere if I'm leased on. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then and then you got to think about too, like, just the driver want to be comfortable too. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
might
don't
you know
know.
what
I'm
okay
just
now
thinking about scaling and
mm-hmm.
how I want to scale. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right,
and and stop being scared of being in debt. See, that's the whole thing why I
right.
cashed that on. But in
Mm-hmm.
my mind, I feel like in my mind, if you want your business to grow, you gonna have to have that
Take
good
on that
debt.
debt. Yeah, you
You
have
gonna
to.
have to that's
Yeah,
good debt, that's positive
yeah.
debt.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my mind just going in different places, man. I ain't saying I'm 100% going that way, and I ain't saying I'm
Mm-hmm.
100% going this way, but it is a conversation.
Right, right. And I agree with it. Like, just like you say, you got to do that. You just said it right there. Because it's gonna be good debt. And that's really how you gonna scale up your business. Just like me on my end, I will have to start off like that. I will have to start off in debt because I'm not ready to cash out. You see what I'm saying? So I will have to start off like that from the beginning. It's really no problem. You know what I say? Try to find a sweet spot. Try to find something that's affordable. Maybe not 50. You know what I mean? Try to get something in the 40. 40 and some change range.
See,
That way you still got some.
and I was
What's up?
thinking this too. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I was thinking this too. Find a truck for 70, end up putting that 30 or 40 down.
Right, right,
You see what
right,
I'm saying?
right, right,
That's
right.
that's an option too. But it's almost in my head. That's an option, but it's almost in my head like, hell no, you can if you gonna ride it out, you might as well just ride the motherfucker out and keep that liquid cash on you. You see what I'm saying? In case you might need
Not
that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it's
right.
just a lot when it comes down to it, for real, man.
It is.
It's
It
just
is. Now
Really,
I'm gonna tell you
really.
it,
something. You could still, I say still. You could also do this. You could get. You could still cash out on a truck, still go your route, and then you could still get some unsecured. You know what I mean? You got your guy, you got your credit guy anyway. Still get you some funds. You see what I'm saying? You could get some good debt. You could still get some funds. Get you a 30 ball. Maybe a 40 or 50 ball. Probably get a 50 ball because you already got two assets. Get you a 50 ball. Just have it there. You see what I'm saying? And you could still cash out on maybe a 30 and some change truck. You see what I'm saying? But then you still got
See,
that.
but I
What you
if
think about that?
no, because the thing
Uh-huh.
is, if I can go get the 30 myself. I can go get
Right,
that type of truck without no
right.
help. You see what I'm saying? My thing
Mhm.
is, if I'm gonna play in this game, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, bro. It's my mind. I'm trying to figure this shit out, and I done talked to a lot of people, man. I just don't know. I know it's either one of them gonna happen, but I'm just saying I just don't know
I know.
which way I want to go
Right,
on this one this time. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right, right,
and you
right,
right, and you right. Like that's always been my motto. Buy that bitch, boom, it's mine. Come with the title, this and that. But
right.
but I done sat down with people that got a little bit more money than me, well,
Right,
a lot more money than me, and they kind
right,
of opened my eyes up to a lot of shit. And it's almost like, was I doing this shit wrong? Type shit. I'm talking about
mm,
to scale, to really scale. I ain't talking
right,
about, you know what I'm saying, to
right,
just one truck, this and that, you can 10. I'm talking about like to really scale up. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? To really
right,
grow this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
Man, look,
5,
look,
10 year truck method. You know what I'm saying?
right,
look,
right, right,
look. This my thoughts on it right here. You know, if you were to go that route with a newer truck,
right,
like you said, you thinking about, if you was to lease it on, you wouldn't have no problem. And then, like, with your driver and everything, you want them to be, comfortable too. Then that's gonna also, bring
right,
you the security. You know what I'm saying? To know, if you get this new truck, you gonna have a warranty. Even though you got your own warranties on your other truck, this just gonna be like a
right. That's
dealer
a,
warranty.
you
In
know,
the trucks, they gonna really pay for. It's gonna pay for itself. Like, yeah, like you said, it's gonna be good debt. It's gonna be some good debt, because no matter what, it's gonna get paid for regardless. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, it's
Now,
not
hey,
that's no lose situation now.
no, 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 it ain't. But then also,
Yes, sir.
you got to go off your data because I already know you do numbers. I know you're a numbers guy. So you have data to look back on. Like, you going to know what you spending on maintenance. You know what I mean? As long as you had these two trucks. The main truck, not even your truck. Your truck is included, but the main truck is your truck with your driver. You know what I mean? You know what you've been spending on maintenance and kind of what you're gonna spend in a year. You know what I mean? Based on how long you've been doing it. So you got that data right there, which is very important.
And, and
So
see and see and see the thing is, bro, it's just the fact that I
mhm,
I the reason why I'm thinking so hard on it, the reason why I'm trying to figure this out, because I always thought my method was the best method. But when you talking to motherfuckers, man, that really is doing their
right,
thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's
Got a lot
like,
of trucks.
yeah, it's like they using other people money, which is cool, but it's almost like we know how trucking is, and it's a scary. Y'all might don't think it's scary, but that shit scary to me, having to pay somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And,
no, no. It's serious
and
business.
shit like
It's
that.
serious business.
You know
It's
what I'm
serious
saying?
business. Yeah, it's
It's
serious business.
especially when you've been doing what you've been doing and it been working out, and it's the
Right,
freedom of that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
it just ain't no
That's why some
situation
people don't be
to
doing
where.
it. Listen, that's why some people don't be doing it. That's why people sometimes people stick with one truck because it's some serious territory when you start to kind of scale up in this business and multiply. You know what I mean? So
But
it
see,
mhm.
Yeah.
the scary part ain't the fact of growing, because this bitch finna grow. But it's
Right,
how I wanna grow it. You see what I'm saying?
right, right.
You see what I'm
Which,
saying?
to
That's
be honest with you, it's supposed to be this way because that's how business is. It's gonna forever change. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about trying to hit it. That's why I'm the way I'm at. I am, and I get risky because it ain't about you don't gotta be 100%. All you just gotta do is be over 50%. You understand? You just gotta be over 50%. So it don't gotta be 100%. Like, and the trucking industry is always is gonna change. Business is gonna change. I'm just saying, business period. It changes. You might have options for self-driving. You might have, you know what I'm saying, all different territories that this business is getting into. Plus, it's new industries. You might be pulling something different. Might be some new type of different type of chemicals that we pulling out because that's what they doing now. You know what I mean? It might be uranium now. Flatbed, we doing this. We might be pulling some different type of metal now. It's always changing and evolving. That's business, period. So
Right.
it's cool. It's okay to be, you know what I mean, to be indecisive. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You need that. You're doing it the right way. And to be honest with you, I feel like you just gotta learn from, don't forget that's why I brought, don't forget your business model. Don't forget what you've been doing. How you'll get your warranty. You know what I mean? Bring them same quantities to whatever you trying to do and you can have a list of things that you need. Not I'm just getting a new truck. Look, I
Yeah.
need warranty.
Look.
I need this. I need to make sure this not wrong with the truck, that not wrong with the truck, based on what happened to me in the past, because I already know how my driver's running. I know the areas that we go to. I know we doing from New York to Cali. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know how we running, the terrain we running, so I know what type of condition I need this truck in. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got data. That's the most important thing, bro. You have data to
Man,
go
listen,
off
listen,
of, bro.
listen, listen. The reason why, you know, we can't say that he had his data to go off of, the man got a truck right now that he really ain't had no major problems out of. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But the man also
right.
had a truck where he had to
Which that's a
replace the
thing
whole
too.
engine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right,
So
right, right,
it
right,
did,
right, right.
but see how he looking at it. I see how he looking at it. He looking at it from a major business standpoint. Okay, he go out here paid cash for two trucks. It's no paperwork, no paper trail showing. Okay, well, I done did this. I've been paying. Like on this truck. You know what I'm saying? Like he just went and dropped the bag on him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like he got money coming in, but he didn't build nothing off of dealing with those trucks because he went and just bought them straight out. You
Just
know what I'm
cashed
saying?
out. Which, hey,
Yeah.
that's
So
that's a good, that like I say, it's a benefit in that too because you got less of that monthly overhead. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because you now I'm keeping more liquid now. Not, it's nothing wrong. Let me tell you something. Credit is good, but ain't nothing wrong with being more liquid. That's
But look,
good too.
look. So if he
Cause you can
so if he
use that
go
money. Okay, go ahead.
look if he go and get the truck, that's just like for instance for what I be saying.
Right,
Even though I just jumped in a late purchase or whatever, I kept my
right.
money. I kept my money. See, he can keep his money. And like he said, you the other folk money, but it's still beneficial to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna have an
Mm-hmm.
APR. He gonna have an APR, but it's still beneficial to him.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's beneficial to the business. It's
Yeah, it is.
beneficial to the business. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
To do that, like you got to think about it, bro. These companies, the major companies, is not going out cashing out on no trucks, dog.
No, 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 no. Cause exactly, because they don't have to. You know what I mean? Because they got something. You gotta understand something. They got, when you got paid off trucks, now you got assets. So now you can just go get money based on what you got. You can go get money
But
against them
see, but
assets that
see,
you got.
and the reason why The
Uh-huh.
reason why I'm sitting here thinking about it more and more, because you
Yes,
gotta
sir.
understand that the overhead ain't gonna be too bad because there's two of these bitches paid for.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right,
yeah,
right.
You see
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Right, right,
It,
right,
yeah.
it's two of these
right.
motherfuckers paid for. So man, I'm just trying to figure it out, man.
Nah, I see what you're saying. You think
I
about
don't
getting a
look.
newer truck.
I
You
think
think
it
about getting a
started out.
2024, 2023, still with some maintenance, still with some warranty left. I already see what you're saying. A clean truck, up to date. Because it seems to me that you thinking about switching your business model to that
And,
instead
and,
of
and,
just
and like
cashing
he
out.
said,
That's what it looked like to me.
and like he said once again, Black, you got to think about his drivers too. Like they might
Hmm.
say, man, I don't want to drive that old ass truck. You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
got people that did it get in there. You got a nice truck, new truck, reliable. You know it clean. You know, boom, they gonna get in
Man,
there. They gonna drive.
I know motherfuckers making 50 cents a mile, but they won't leave that company because that truck clean as a motherfucker.
They keep a new
Right,
truck.
right, 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 right,
Listen.
right, right,
The company
right,
my uncle worked for, they get him a new truck like every 3-4 years. He said,
right,
"Yeah, man, they finna go get me that new Peterbilt." Like, okay, he know he don't want no
right,
truck. He know he driving
right,
for a company, but he know he finna get a new truck. He just enjoy, getting that new truck, driving that new truck. He don't care. You know what I'm saying?
right,
He know
right,
they gonna take care of him. They gonna keep him straight. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But see, the way Dream is set up, he can pay a truck off within 3 to 4 years and go get another new one. You know
right,
what I'm saying? If it drive
right.
want to
Well,
upgrade
he'll get another one in between that. He'll probably not
yeah,
get another
yeah,
one in
yeah, he
between
could.
that.
He could play
Yeah,
it however he want to play it. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
I
He
know
making
Dream ain't
plenty
finna wait no
money.
3 or 4 years.
He making plenty money off the two truck he got now. He was making money
Right.
alone, just driving for himself.
Bro, let me tell you something. I see what you. I
Yeah,
mean, it
yeah.
seems to
See
me that like you just. Oh, good.
the money. That ain't the issue, right? Like
Right.
I ain't saying that on no cocky shit. I'm really just trying to get y'all to understand what I'm saying. It's the
Right.
fact of the matter is that uh going from no overhead at all, unless the only overhead I got now is diesel. And
Right.
if the truck, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy shit.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And to really be in this game, I'm understanding how I was doing it might not have been the best way to do it because you got to think about the whole thing in a whole. Yeah, the
Right.
truck paid off, but you got to think about just the whole thing in itself, man. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
It's
Right. Right. Right.
2025.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Exactly.
15. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know this bitch only got.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
this bitch only got. This bitch got less miles than a motherfucking one of them trucks at the lot right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But these trucks, both of them, one of them got 300,000. This one got like two and a quarter. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like so that. But if a motherfucker, if I tell them, hey man, this the truck right here, my truck, this 2015, this and that, they're gonna look at it and be like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? I see what you're
Because
saying. I see what you're
that's just
saying.
the
Yeah.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
Yeah.
the driver.
they ain't. Yeah,
Nah,
they ain't
but
gonna
then after
know.
a while, like you
They ain't gonna
say,
know that's a new
yo,
engine in there.
but see your truck being 10 years old. I see what you're saying because
Yeah,
after a while, some places you might not be able to have your truck on or something like that. You might not be able to.
they
Yeah.
gon' they
I
gonna
see what
be
you're saying.
tripping. They gonna
Yeah,
be
you're gonna
tripping.
have to. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. You're
But
gonna
see,
have
like
to.
a company.
You ain't gonna.
But
You
check
gotta
this
have to
out.
do that. Yeah,
Check this
you gonna
out.
have
Like
to
a
do that.
company he with now, like the
Yeah.
company he with now, he'll be like what they call it, grandfather. Then
Yeah,
like
see, I'm
okay,
grandfathered in right now. They
yeah.
can't
See,
touch it.
Right.
he
Right.
grandfather in. He been driving them. His truck been leased on with him.
Yeah.
But see, when he get ready, if he say he want to leave and move all the trucks, he don't want all his damn trucks to be old.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Now let
then
me
you
ask
look
you a
at it.
question.
You
Okay,
hold
go
up,
ahead,
Black.
go ahead.
Then you look
Yes,
at
sir.
it from this standpoint. He say he was doing it wrong. Let me tell you something. Dream jumped out here and got to spending damn money. Dream jumped out here and got
Right.
to spending money. You know, buying these cash trucks and everything like that.
Right,
Dream
right,
end
right,
up
right.
had to go. Dream end up going to be a company driver again. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? When
right.
in the whole situation, it ain't been just rainbows and sunshine.
Right,
It
right,
done been
right,
through some
right. He had to go
rain.
back and power up. Nigga
Yeah,
had to
he
go
done been
go
through some
power up.
rain. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So now he's at that level. He owns 2 trucks. He's at that level. He can scale up. He can scale
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
might
yeah,
be a
yeah.
good
No,
idea to
good, right.
scale up.
Yeah, good, right.
And he
Good, right.
still got the
Yeah.
cash. He still got cash laying around. He still
Yeah.
got the cash laying. If he go get that truck like he talking about that newer one, he still got cash laying around.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
still got the cash laying around.
And you gonna listen, the truck don't do the same thing what you got going on now, right?
Yeah.
The same way. Now let me ask you a question. Is you looking into are you gonna be going independent down the line as you scale up with trucks? Is that something that you're gonna be doing kind of, you know?
Yeah, but that's in the future because when I jump out there, I want to have at least 5 of
Okay. Right, right. I know you consistent with that. You don't ever not say that ain't that you always say that 5 number. I
them.
think, like I say, you already got a number and everything. Like you got to, if you, I see what you're saying. You're gonna need 3 new ones anyway. You're gonna need 3 new ones anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just on the fact, because like you said, you got the two 2015s and stuff like that. You're gonna need um 3 new ones anyway. Yeah, so you could test run with that first one. Yeah,
Man,
you'll
and
be all right.
it's crazy, man. I got a
What's up?
partner. I got a partner.
Yeah.
He got he got 15, 18 wheelers and
Damn.
and don't own none of them. Change them out. Don't try to own none of them. All of them lease. He changed them out at a certain year, and he don't own nothing. Ain't trying to own nothing,
Bro, listen, that's what I'm talking
and
about.
he killing the motherfucking game, man.
I know he killing it, because that's
I'm
what the
talking
mega
about millionaire
carriers do.
status. And see,
Oh my God.
it make you think. It make you think, man. Listen, man. The man showed me numbers he pulling a week, man. It make you think, like, damn.
Bro, we
You
need to
know
talk like we need to holler at him. I ain't trying to, go, but that's cause see, that's how you do it. That's what the mega
what
carriers is doing.
But
That's
this
what
is
they
what I'm
do.
saying. It's cool. The only thing getting at me, man, is like
What is?
how we gonna set it. Like it's the it's more
Talk to me.
peaceful. It's more peaceful. It's more freedom. It's more all that shit. Less overhead. More peace. More freedom dealing with the driver. Less overhead dealing with the driver. Less,
Right.
less, less when you own it, right?
When you
Cause
own it, right, right,
I ain't
right,
gotta, I don't put the driver at no certain schedule. You do this, you do that. But now
right,
it's like, okay, the driver is supposed to be paying for this truck note, So
right.
now you gotta kind of restructure that too. You know what I'm
You got to,
saying?
yeah. So a little bit. You got to have some rules now.
Yeah. You see what I'm so
Yeah, yeah,
it's a lot when you
yeah.
think about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. Now you got your partner right there too. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? That you'll definitely be able to pick his brain, give you some. But
Man, listen, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I
I've
think
been,
most of it just go ahead, cuz.
I've been sitting here, bro. I'm telling you, man. This shit been on my mind. I've been sitting there trying to the pros and the cons and shit matching up.
Yeah.
I got a lot
But
of
hey, it's
partners
exciting
in
though.
this shit. I got a lot of partners.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but it's also I'm very cautious, bro, because I don't.
Yeah, it
You don't
is,
make the
cuz.
wrong move.
It
You see
is.
what I'm saying? You don't want, and it sounds like what Feed the Children saying. Feed the Children like fuck it, scale up, and it sounds like you like that too.
Yeah. Cause you
Yeah,
know, you gotta remember where we at with it. So you feel me? Like that's just cause where we at with it. And I feel like I know you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be nothing. That's why I say that old data is gonna give you know already know. That's why I asked you about your business model though from the beginning. I'm like, okay, damn, why you thinking about changing your? If you know you already been just cashing out on trucks, even though your trucks is older, I'm cashing out on trucks, and this helped me my peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not the one to do what my partner is doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to do it
yeah,
my way,
but
where I get a truck that I know I
and,
can cash out on.
and see
Okay,
that's a peace of mind, granted, but
you see what I'm saying?
it hello,
Yeah, we heard.
What
okay,
you think though?
that's a
Look, listen.
that
Yeah. No, I'm still
that's
here.
a
I'm laughing too though. But like, look,
uh,
you know. But look. All right. Yeah.
but see, that's a what you saying,
We here,
like
dream. We here.
like what you saying is y'all. Can y'all hear me, man?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Hey, we hear you, cuz you good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk. Go ahead. We hear
The
you.
thing is you gotta consider. Okay, okay. Let's just talk about buying the truck, right? Buying the truck outright.
Right.
The pros about that shit is it damn near you got the freedom, the driver got the freedom.
Right.
Uh, you ain't got that much overhead.
Right.
Uh, and that's it. You know, you can put warranties in place. I do that shit now, so it ain't no thing.
Right.
The flip side about owning the new truck, you kind of can move how you want to. Ain't nobody gonna tell you no. The driver gonna appreciate the truck a little bit more, and he might settle for something just because he got a good running truck. I see it all the time. And then on top of that,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying, the warranty is in place, and and yeah, you gonna have the only negative about the truck is the the going to the lot is the overhead.
yeah, I mean you gonna
That's
have an
that's the
overhead,
only, that's
but
the only thing.
you gonna so you saying that when you do if you do it that way, right? And now you got a truck payment, right? Now you put that your truck payment. So you saying you go because remember you still running the business. So you saying that I got that extra overhead for the truck payment, but now I might have to take away from the driver as far as percentage of what I'm paying the driver now. You see what I'm saying? Is that what you kind is that what you saying? I don't know if we
Uh
want to set it up here on YouTube. I don't know if we want
uh not necessarily.
right.
The what I'm saying is with the driver, the only thing about the driver is now I gotta set you up to where look, uh you doing 2 weeks and you coming home for this and that. Now I tell the driver go home when they want, do what you want to do. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Right.
we gotta understand
Okay.
we got an
Okay.
overhead dealing with the truck. So yeah, some things gonna change. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, some
Right.
things
So
gonna change. It's all
now when you do that, the dynamic is gonna change. As far as the company and the driver relationship, that's gonna change a little bit now because you know what I'm saying? Now you have some rules in place now. So now you just might have to look at you gotta see first, but we just right now we in the board meeting right now. We in the board meeting for Dream Trace and Transportation. This is what we this is what these are. We in the Zoom meeting and we're going over stuff. So you will have to look at only thing we may have to look at is could possibly have to look at is driver retention. That's it, because now it's a little bit more structured. It's a little bit more structured relationship as far as the driver and the company now. There's no you just um stay out and go home when you want to go. You can go where you want to go, you know what I mean? But now you're gonna have to, you got a certain amount of time, you gotta stay home, and then you gotta come back out. So that, if you could kind of look at, that's the only things that may change, far as just your company, far as the driver and the company relationship, that's gonna change. We're not talking about what's negative, what's positive, good or bad. We ain't even thinking like that. I'm just saying it's just gonna change, because right now, I know how you do it right now. How you do it right now is you know any driver, how you do it right now. That's a beautiful situation just for any, what I mean, any just company
Yeah,
driver
it
is
is.
dang near unheard of.
It is. It
You know what
is.
I'm saying?
Listen,
It's
his
unheard of.
driver, his driver can park the damn truck for a month and it won't bother.
That's
Right,
right. It
Like
won't
he
affect
said,
it.
right.
it ain't no overhead. The truck can sit there. Shit, and he ain't losing nothing, really.
He ain't losing nothing,
You
and
know what
the
I'm saying?
driver
He
can
ain't
run
losing
how he
nothing.
want to run and make
Yep.
good money just with what he paid percentage wise. So it's
Yep.
like, so that's the only thing I would say that is gonna change your relationship, the company relationship between the company and the driver. That's just gonna be, and that you're gonna have to get some insight on that. You're gonna have to holler at your partner too who's doing that, and just but you know ain't no experience like, what I mean, just you doing it day to day, what I mean, and just doing it. You know what I mean? You know, you a company, bro, you a growing company, man, that's growing pretty fast. So, because I predict you probably gonna have, you know, you get 3 trucks, now you're dealing with more money now, regardless. You know what I mean? So, you'll start to scale up quick. So you'll probably be getting these things done within the next 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you'll just, you just gotta just let it happen. Just do it and let experience. You know what I mean? You gotta tap into your experience, tap into your truck experience. You know what I mean? And just roll with it. I think it's a beautiful thing. I get excited about just talking about it, just thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's good. That's good energy. That's good business energy. You know what I mean? Go ahead and change like that. And you know what I mean? That's why I said it's exciting, because you're getting into a new territory. You know what I mean? Just think about it. Yeah, I know it might be a little nervous and all that, but that's cool. You know what I mean? Because it ain't you can't fail. That don't even exist. Come on now. We all, what I mean, we don't even think like that. That don't even exist. There's no failing. Ain't nothing but learning experiences anyway. That's gonna make you better. That's gonna make everything better. You see what your partner doing with the 18 trucks? Oh, come on, bro. How you think he got there? Like, I'm telling you, bro. That's why I feel the way I feel about. That's how I feel the way I feel. You know what I mean? That's why I'm willing to risk take and take certain chances. Just sometimes I be all over the place. That's why you end up putting all my money in those. Because sometimes I might not be focused. But regardless of that, it ain't about me, bro. This is a good thing. I feel like I know it's gonna work, and I think the only thing the only dynamic is gonna change. Cause like you said, you're gonna have to put a little bit more rules in place and be a little bit more like the mega carriers when it comes to the driver and the company relationship. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh well. You know what I mean? You know, because that's why I asked you if you was gonna change the pay, because I know your percentage now, what you pay now, and like I say, all that's dang near unheard of. You know what I mean? A driver could literally, I mean, we ain't even gonna get into no numbers, but a driver could make $3,000 and stuff like that. Company driver, 2,700 and stuff like that, with what you pay in your commodity. So
Mhm.
that's another
And see,
thing too. Listen,
that's
your
another, yeah.
bro, listen.
That's another thing too, though. You gotta So
Yeah.
this just business, right? This
Yes,
just
sir.
business, right? Yeah, it's an overhead, but if I have a driver in there, I expect the driver to pay for the overhead, and I still make a profit out of that.
Oh yeah,
You
most
see what
definitely.
I'm saying? So
Yeah, most
it's
definitely.
gonna be
Most
some
definitely.
things that gotta be moved around and fluctuated to receive what I'm trying to receive. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So
I ain't gonna lie, just me looking at it and thinking about it, you probably and you gotta you know how you do, Dream. You gotta sit down and like do your numbers. You know how you do. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and do your simulations. You know what I mean? Probably, find a truck, maybe some a truck that you might be interested in. Go through that, see what you're gonna put down on the truck and what you might be paying monthly on that truck, and do your little simulations that you do. You see what I'm saying? And and you can put some numbers together. You can get an idea if you ain't already done it already, but you will get an idea
see,
of
see
you know what I'm saying? If you ain't already
when
doing,
you
you don't get an idea of what
when
you're gonna make.
you talking about a truck, just say
Mm-hmm.
75,000.
Mm-hmm.
75,000 for the truck. You talking about anywhere? Now it's gonna fluctuate depending on the
Uh,
person's credit, but you talking
right.
about anywhere from 18 to 20, 23 a month.
23 a month. Okay. 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 And what based on what your driver get paid, like what just a rough estimate. You ain't got to get all, but what you know that truck will bring on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? Just a regular 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Nothing extra.
You talking
No,
about gross before I pay the driver?
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's say growth. I really rather get the raw number, but let's say growth.
Yeah, the gross before I pay the driver. That
What you
truck
think? Just a
on
regular
the
five
minimum
days a week, nothing
on
extra.
the on the minimum we're gonna say it's gonna grow 7,000 on the minimum.
Right, right. Okay, okay, okay. And then let's look at that. Let's look at that as okay. If I get 2 weeks of that, we know it's 4 weeks in a month, but we gonna say if I get 2 weeks of that, you see what I'm saying? Am I cleared out for a truck payment for the whole month? You understand what I'm saying?
On the
And
low,
everything else, and, 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 and
it's
and
gonna
drive on the low end, on the minimum, just 2 weeks. Am I cleared out for a truck payment and everything? Just 2 weeks of that.
that's gonna
And
happen in the first week. I
the
say in a
first week,
week and a half, I'm cleared out.
we can have you cleared up. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna work. It'll work because you got all the other days to play with. Now, what you think about them that 1 week? That's why I said the 2 weeks because you got to factor in that 1 week in the
But
whole.
then you still gotta think about it too.
Uh
You still gotta think about it too. Black is damn. I just lost my train of thought. You still gotta think about it too, depending on the driver. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Depending on the
yeah,
driver. Like
yeah.
we all know how hard it is to get these motherfucking good drivers, man. I done been through some shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that.
Right.
So
Yeah, I know.
it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get a good driver straight off the bat and
Well, I
you
mean,
know what I'm
I
saying,
mean,
it's
listen,
gonna
you
go
look,
smooth.
yeah, but you listen. This just now. This is my personal opinion. All right, I just feel like because trucking is an industry, it you also have a chance to get. You got a high percentage to get. I feel like you got a more higher percentage chance. This is just my feelings. All right, I feel like you just got a higher chance, a higher percentage, over 50% to getting just a regular steady driver. And the reason why I say that is because that is hazmat. You know what I mean? That industry, even for a driver, it pays good. You know what I mean? Even just for a driver. A driver can make buku money and ain't gotta do nothing but just work for Dream Transportation and make all my money. I ain't gotta worry about nothing he talking about. You understand what I'm saying? And got me a house, new Hellcat and all that, and still got money left. You know, so that industry, you know what I mean? It makes more money. So I feel like it's more incentive for a driver to stick that out. You know what I mean? You got some things in place. You got some good stuff in place. You know what I mean? Based on what you pay and stuff like that, and them and the ability to pick. You see what I'm saying? So those are, I mean, just on that alone, you put something like that out on Craigslist alone. You know, you should have. I'm sure you know you should be getting plenty calls. You know what I mean? People should be trying to lock the door down to get in that situation. So I think that you know you can also look at that. So that'll kind of alleviate some of that nervousness that you may have. That's why I say always go off the data that you already got. You know what I mean? Because it's big business and you're gonna continue to grow. So you know, in my opinion, you're gonna have to just keep going off of your same model and your same data, you know, after a while, because that's the only thing that's running your business. It ain't physically you, it is, but it's just mainly your same. Right now, that's what's running your business. Your same business model. I know I cash out a truck. I know what you know. I got my customer base. I have my ways how I get my customers, stuff like that. My strategic way. You know what I mean. You know what you got going on. I got that. You know, and that's what. So you can always look at this, the data that you already have, and that'll alleviate some of that. You know what I mean, based on what you may feel. And that's why I also pointed out too, you know, it's gonna be a little different. Because right now your driver now she could do, you know, it's straight freedom. So it's just gonna be a little bit different. You know, it's some things you just gonna have to work out. You know how it is, you know, if they gotta do stuff, graduation, something like that, in between the 2 weeks they work. It's just certain things you just have to work out and stuff like that. But it ain't nothing new. You cannot work for your company unless you got 2 years experience, right? Or my trip.
Nah, they can have a year.
They can have a year. So they have an understanding, you know what I mean, of how it goes anyway, you know. So I'm just speaking on what can alleviate that because I already know, like I say, you in it. So I get it when you talking about the drivers and you supposed to be nervous. Especially because you already done been through stuff already. I already know. But you know, me personally, you know, because we talking right now. So I'm express optimism, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, and not go down that road with you, because you already gonna go down
So
that road,
so
Dream. That's how
so
you is.
so so black. So
Yeah.
black. If you was me, now let me add feed the children. Cause you gonna get along with it. Feed the children. If you was me, what you would do?
Gerald, where you at,
If
boy?
I was you,
Yeah.
if I was you, did I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap with you. I think I would probably go to note route. I mean, if you still, but I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now from a longer, another standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So okay. Let's look at it like this. Well, let's look at it from this point of view. Let's just say, okay, boom, you got what you got going on now. You got it going on. You know what I'm saying? But just to keep your same business model that you got now. Well, you don't care how the driver run, or you don't care if they put the truck down. Let's just say, just pay cash for the new truck. Just pay cash for the new truck if you want to play it like that. But
Mm,
but 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 me,
mm.
I will go ahead and get I will go ahead and get the overhead. I'll go ahead and get the note. But I'm just saying, if you want to keep your same business model, but you also want the new truck, but you want dream chasing truck and business model. So what a driver,
Right.
you do whatever you want to do. You in control. The driver in control at Dream Chasing Transportation. The driver,
Right.
you the boss. You the boss. We partners. So in
Ugh.
order to keep that business model in which you want a new truck, just pay cash for the new truck.
I ain't. Yeah. Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
but then what I'm saying, the reason why, the reason, the reason why that's hard because if I'm gonna drop 75K, I might well fuck around and use them and keep my 75K. You see how hard that is? You see what we
Exactly.
talking about?
Right. Right. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
Right. Right.
So this
Right.
the thing. This the thing what I was saying a while ago. So if you gonna use them and keep your cash, you still ain't in no bad situation. Your driver still can park the damn truck for a month.
Yeah. They
All
still
the
might be
money,
able to.
all
Yeah.
the money
Yeah. Yeah.
you got enough to cover that note because you got the money. You got enough to pay the fucking truck off if you want to. So
Right.
you can sit the truck down and the driver still can drive how they want to drive.
Right. In
Because
that new truck.
yeah, in the new truck, cause you got the money to pay for the damn truck if you really wanted to. So you can cover a month. If you ain't got to drive in there 2-3 months, you got enough money to cover payment for 2-3 months. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Now let me.
You
Do you
still can.
feel like? Do you feel like you cashing out on a truck? Do you feel like that's gonna slow you down from scaling up though? Honestly, do you feel like it's quicker to scale up if I just put a down payment, get a newer truck? Is that what it is?
Nah, it's about just like he said. I mean, dropping the 75, just say I go in there and drop the 75.
Right.
Well, what I know now, that's financial literacy, man.
Uh huh.
That's just what it is. That's financial literacy. Because if we talking about from a business standpoint,
Right. Go ahead, now, cause
it's
I
it,
agree. Go ahead.
it
Right. All right.
if we
Right.
talk about a business standpoint, a business model,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I say I might have been doing it wrong. Because if we talk about a business standpoint and a business model, now what I know now, ain't no way in hell I go down there with 75K and buy a truck with a
And
truck.
just buy a truck. You
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
you gonna put you gonna stay liquid and let the truck pay for itself.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
I get
right.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And see, you know, that's why I was saying earlier. But it's nothing wrong with having no paid off assets though, because you can mix it up. Ain't nothing wrong. You could do it. Like I listen, just like what Gerald saying. You could go down that road now. You would go down that road because you got two monsters. You understand? You got two paid off assets now, so you could go that route. You ready to actually scale up like that now. Because with them paid off assets, it ain't nothing. As far as trucking is concerned, there's no loan you can't get that can't get no truck. You
And
understand what I'm
and
saying?
right now, you got a good solid driver. And you got somebody else that was just hitting you up trying to drive for you. They
Right,
heard
right.
about
And you can
they
always
heard
get
about
drivers. Drivers,
yeah.
drivers
Yeah.
ain't, they out here, man. Like it just, and like I say, me just understanding the stuff that the experiences that you had with these drivers. You understand? But you're gonna still land on your feet at the end of the day because this is an industry. Yeah, it might take a little time, whatever, whoopie wop, but eventually one of the drivers will come through because this is an industry, it's a lifestyle, and there's drivers out here that's always looking for, looking for a gig. So I think you'll be all right in the driving department. Only thing you probably gonna have to might be a little bit more. You might be a little bit more involved now because it's gonna be a little bit more rules. What you if that's what you still planning on doing, or if you still planning on just leaving it like set it and forget it. Like I like that. Even if you still get a new truck, I still like that. That's that business model that you got. That's set it and forget it. Like just let them do what they do because they gotta work. They're gonna work. You know what I mean? You got premium loads. You know what I'm saying? It's hazmat. You know, they like they doing flatbed. They like gotta be. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy going. So I think that
And see, that's another thing. That's another thing. You know, just figuring out
okay.
would that really affect me? You know what I'm saying? If I still keep the same thing, would that really affect me? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And that's a
And
case by case
I
dealing
think it
with the
won't.
driver.
Right. It's a case by case dealing with the driver. But now look, we could get into our imagination and look, a brand new truck or a fairly new truck. You know what I mean? And a driver in a fairly new truck, it can move how they want to move. Man, let me tell you something. Seeing my vision, just me being a visionary, me looking at using my imagination and being visionary right now, I I could easily see another driver once that get out as worked out. This was going on in Dream Chasing Transportation. You know, as you put the ads out and have pictures of the trucks, they're gonna be very missing. You know what I mean? The demand will force you to have to. Okay, I gotta get another truck. I already got another driver. He trying to do that. I'm telling you, then you'll be too big for your britches after a while. So it won't matter. It won't matter. You got, like you say, 5 trucks. You know what I mean? And if you just keep going with it,
Black done went out, ain't
Yeah, I think he did.
he? Yeah,
Uh,
that boy went through a straight dead zone.
I'm talking about cut his lights off. Cut his
Yeah, man.
lights off.
Yeah,
But
but man, I see why you kind of stuck because you got options, and when you got options, you just wanna hear what's out there, and you gonna make your decision however you make it. But you just trying to see what's best for the business.
that's it. And making the move, you know, making the move because listen, we playing in this game. We ain't trying to. If I'm gonna play in it, you know, I'm gonna win at it. So
Hmm.
so
right,
that take a lot of thought. It just ain't something. Okay, boom, this what we gonna do. You know what I'm
right,
saying? We
uh,
gotta make sure we understand this shit from A to Z. You
right,
know, and come
Yeah.
up with the best situation. That's all. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I've been dealing with this shit for a minute, man. Y'all ain't the first ones I done talked to about it. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And just trying to figure out because I don't know it all, man. I don't know it all, and goddamn it,
right,
it might be some shit we talk about that I ain't even never thought about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
right,
saying? So
right.
so that's all that is, man. Just a conversation, just a sit down, you know.
Yep,
Man,
yep.
man, hey,
No, that's
hey.
good.
You
We gotta
either
have
way
these
it go.
talks, man. I listen. I love these talks, man. That's why I be long winded. I love it because it motivates me. It get me back motivated. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Sometimes I be like, man, I don't even feel like it. You remember how I was talking? Dream, you remember? Jerry, you know
Yeah.
how I was like, boy, I ain't even man up. Sometimes I'm there, and sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stick with one truck because it's easier. You see what I'm saying? It's easier that way. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's the reason to keep on, do what I want to do, and I ain't got to be stuck in and it's easy that way. But these conversations good.
Black your phone. Goddamn, you finna cut out again.
in a bad spot.
Yeah.
In a bad
Yeah.
spot. That's all. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Maybe
Yeah,
get
but
if
just
we stay disciplined.
Yeah, yeah. He
You know what I'm
in the
saying? My
city
dog
station.
like this, but I need to tighten up. I
Ooh,
mean, people
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
hit. Gotta hit. I mean, because this game is serious, boy. Like I say, it's easy for me to sit here and say all this because I am not. You about to put stuff in the line.
Yeah, he done cut that guy, goddamn it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but yeah, goddamn it, it just it ain't no easy situation. No matter how a person, it might be easy to somebody else, but you talk about a person that ain't gonna lose, that just uh, gonna win in this situation, and you want to put yourself in the best position to win at. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right, right.
That's it.
It's tripping, man.
Shit.
Right. Black, if you
It be
rolling, you just
tripping.
going through a bad area. That's all it is. You
Man,
going
yeah,
off
that's
your
all it is.
phone network.
He ain't lying. He
Yeah,
ain't
you
lying.
gotta have internet to be on here. You gotta think you on the
Nah,
internet.
I was talking my talk, man. Y'all know, like, listen, man. It's serious
And
business,
niggas
man.
went out
But
of
nah,
yeah,
it get me back motivated, though. I ain't gonna lie. It get me back
yeah.
motivated, man. It do dream. Like, you gotta just, listen, we just gonna keep doing it, man. We just gotta keep doing it, man. Because I'm gonna be there, too. So we just gotta keep doing it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's a good thing. I feel like, dude, I know
I
you're gonna
think
do it anyway, but you know,
I think y'all using me as the crash dummy.
nah,
Nah,
hey,
nah,
listen, boy, listen,
Listen, let that
listen.
nigga
nah,
figure it out. He might have worked.
I
nah,
ain't gonna agree with that.
nah,
I ain't gonna agree with that.
nah.
I ain't
Me
gonna
neither.
agree with that.
Me
I ain't
neither.
gonna agree with that.
Me
Even if
neither.
it
Cause,
is
cause,
true,
cause I'm finna
listen.
tell you
Even if
something.
it is true, I'm gonna say no right here, right now. I'm gonna tell you no. On and off the internet, I'm gonna disagree with you. Even if it is true, listen. You got to listen. That's how this game go. Though you already know how this game go, boy. If you
Bruh,
ain't built,
bruh.
you ain't
I'ma
built.
say this. I'ma say this right here, bruh. I want you to win. I only want you to win. I don't
Oh
want to.
man, yeah, you
I
gonna
don't
win,
want you
bro.
to.
You
I
gonna
don't
come
Ah
want
man,
you
on,
to
man.
take
listen,
no
Gonna
losses.
listen,
win, nigga.
I don't want you
listen.
to take no losses. That's why
And,
I'm leaning. I'm leaning more toward a new truck, cause I done
Mhm.
seen you take a loss with the older truck. I done seen you go back to being a company driver. I done
But you ain't
seen
really
it.
take no loss though. There ain't really no loss though. What you on my
it's
am
a
I
law.
tripping? Let me know if I'm
It's
tripping
a
though,
law.
G.
That
That's
that's
a loss?
that's. But this what I'm saying though. In the situation that we know, and like my cousin, he been there the whole way. He been there the whole motherfucking ride. So he have done the
Right.
losses done came. You know what I'm saying? And we all gonna have them. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, for
but the
sure.
crazy thing is though, as long as as long as I stayed down in it, it got greater later. You know what I'm saying?
It got greater
Right,
later. Yeah,
right,
hey, the
right.
rain don't never last forever. The rain don't never
Nah,
last forever, dog.
nah, not in trucking,
Hey,
bro.
But
Not
you
in
a swear
trucking.
to God, you
but
a swear
but
to
we
God
trying
it
to
is though.
we trying to avoid them losses though. We trying to avoid them losses though. That's what we
Yeah.
trying to do. We trying to you
Nah,
don't took
that's
a
true.
loss, so
That's
now
true.
we trying to avoid them losses. You know what I'm saying?
My
Cause I'm gonna
bad.
tell you something. Blair
Yeah.
ain't taking no losses. Blair ain't taking no losses, dog.
Nah, play. I mean,
So
look, nah,
they
they ain't taking no losses. But
ain't
look
taking
how
no
they got it
losses,
set it
dog.
up. Look how they got it set up. Cause they scaled up, bro. You will get so big, well, you ain't even taking no loss. You just taking a jab. Damn, something done happened to the truck. I just took a little jab. That ain't nothing. I got like Blair got 800 trucks. Dream talking about his partner. Partner got 18 trucks. Once you got a certain amount of trucks, and this is my opinion, and what it looked like to me. Cause now
No,
you
that's real.
not
That's real.
yeah, cause
Every
now
the
you
truck
dealing with
stand by
volume,
themselves.
bro. You
Yeah.
ain't worried about you
Yeah.
dealing with volume. You can't like you bulletproof now. I got
And,
10
and,
I'm dream, I got
and
10
they
trucks.
and they ain't worried about the trucks because they ain't really just bought the trucks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They just
And remember
worried
what we were
about
talking
business.
about?
They
Yeah,
just worried about business.
bro. I'm telling you, bro, listen. I'm turned up now. Now you don't turn me up now. Listen, man, it ain't you gonna be good. I'm telling you, cause you scared of nut right now. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about no driving and all that. It's too many drivers out here to be worried about. Ain't no driving finna, bro. Don't bro, nah. I can't see it. I
It
can't
ain't.
see
It
it.
ain't. Yeah, you can. The thing is,
What's
Black,
up?
you can get a driver at the truck stop, but is
Hmm.
that motherfucker a good driver? Is it
That
worthy
right.
for you to
That
drive the
right.
shit?
That right.
You know what I'm saying,
Is you gonna keep that
Right.
driver? Is he worth
man?
keeping?
Man, y'all
Listen.
know how that. Man, y'all done seen my process, man.
Nah, I
You
know.
act like
I
you
already
wasn't
know,
there.
man.
You act
I
like
already
you
know.
wasn't there.
Nah, I already know. But see, I feel like, bro, that's hazmat. Like a driver is gonna make good money. I already done seen what you pay. Like just you know, you know what, I look the trucking game. Hey man, don't worry about no driver, man. Let them do what they want. Eventually, you know, either out the gate you'll get somebody good or whatever. It don't matter. The way the game is, cause you staying down. Don't worry about it. Somebody gonna like. I just feel like don't worry about no driver, cause mega carriers, in my opinion, they not worried about no driver. That's why they constantly hiring them. They ain't worried about them. Okay, you want to leave, you want to go home, you want to catch a plane. Okay, go ahead, go home. I get somebody else to get it. You already done these things before. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should just get comfortable in it. Hey, I might have to fly a driver. It's cool. Get comfortable in that. And it's just me speaking. I'm just speaking on how I feel because I feel like what else you gonna do anyway? You gotta get comfortable in it though, Dream. What else you gonna do? It's just the nature of the business until things change. You know what I mean? But it just is what it is. You know,
But like you
I feel
said
like it's gonna
something,
be all right.
man. Listen,
What's up?
if you ain't saying nothing else, you said something that resonated with me. You said you got to get comfortable in it. And
Yeah,
but trucking is hard to get comfortable in.
I
Like for
know, bro.
real. Like
I
that
know.
shit just ain't no easy.
I know.
Especially now, all right, we talking about winning in trucking. Now,
Yeah.
to everybody who when you trying to win and you trying to win in trucking, you ain't just thinking of it as you just taking a load, this and that, and you want to scale, you want to do all these things in trucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to get comfortable in trucking. That
Yeah.
shit hard.
It is, boy. When you trying to get your credit right, trying to scale up, like what bro talking about and all that stuff, really doing your numbers, really, really, really being honest with yourself about what's going on, how you running, and doing them numbers is like like I say, that's why I say it's easier for me to say it, but you know what else I'm gonna say? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got no choice. You got to. This is a real hustle. You gonna make some real money in this trucking. You can make some real money in trucking. Real money, more money than a doctor and all them. You know what I mean? Really get to it. Dream know what I'm talking about. Gerald, you definitely know what I'm talking about. You make what they make in 2 weeks. What they make in a month. So trucking,
Man, listen,
and
man. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna try to.
this shit real.
I'm gonna get them on the next call, man. I'm gonna try to get them on the next call, man. I don't want to put his business out too much, but you talking
Right.
about a motherfucker making. You talking about a motherfucker making 45, 45. The low weeks he making 32,000. You know what I'm saying? In a week, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit. I'm talking about net.
Ooh.
I'm talking about
Ooh.
I'm talking about net, man. So it
Bro,
definitely
look,
is some money in this shit, man. When you think you making money in this shit, this motherfucker's making way more money than you, man.
Man, for sure.
let me tell you something. I be trying to get people I know that got tank. This is why I be trying to get them like my brother, I'm still trying to get my brother to get in this with me, man. I be trying to just the way I be trying to bring people in because you could make that type of tank out here if you got people on the ground like us that know how this thing move, man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, you can pull a lot of money out of this every week. Everybody gonna eat. Drivers finna
And
eat.
then I don't know,
Everybody gonna eat.
I don't know, man. I started thinking about this shit, man. I started thinking about this shit when I think I told y'all I might have put it in our group when old boy had them two trucks, them two older trucks for sale for the low,
Okay.
and
Yeah. 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 I
goddamn
remember.
it,
I remember.
that's when my pops made me think about it first. He like, why you doing that? He like, you gonna get some old ass trucks. A driver ain't really gonna even wanna be stand beside that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's why.
Damn.
Yeah. That's why them companies I ain't messing with them, man.
Damn. See a Pop, I ain't gonna lie, see Pops know something. Pops know something.
oh yeah, that's
Now when
crazy.
when 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 he saying something, you know,
But then,
I ain't gonna lie,
but see,
yeah.
and then you got all them. Man, listen, I'm like a sponge, bro. I'm listening to everything y'all saying, just like I listen to anybody else. Their opinion about it, bro, and
Yes,
try
sir.
to weigh my options. Now, I
Right.
ain't cause what got me so far in trucking is just listening, bro. That what got me
Hmm.
out along my motherfucking way. I ain't no cap. Like not getting a big head in the game, understanding
Right.
this and that. Even if it's something that I ain't fucking with, I just ain't gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'ma listen to
Right.
that idea. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just I don't know. It's so much you gotta put in place to where
This
you know
shit
what I'm
is
saying.
serious
Like,
business, dog. It's serious business. This shit ain't no
man,
joke.
I was at a truck stop, man. I swear. I think I told my cousin about it, man. The man was pulling oversized. The man was
Hmm.
pulling oversized now. And he sit there, and I was at the fuel island with him. And
Hmm.
he sit there, white boy. He sit there.
Hmm.
I said, man, he had a tractor. I said, that's a big tractor. We got to talking this and that. And he like, yeah, I clean. They make us clean the truck 2 times. He in a long nose Pete. Like he make us
Right.
clean it too. I like, boy, I know you making bank in this. Man, the man pull the oversized making 50 cents a mile.
I done seen one make it something like
What?
that, man. Getting paid per mile. Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Making
true.
50 cents a mile, man. But he love
Mm.
that motherfucking truck though.
Yeah.
He love that motherfucking truck, man.
You gonna find some
Mm.
of these guys, man, that just want to drive a damn old ass truck, man.
Right. Right. Right.
Some of
Right.
these
Right.
guys
Right.
wants to do that. But I'm
Or
gonna tell
just
you, the
just
guy
want to
that
drive a good
the
truck.
guys that want to do that, they
Hmm.
kind of stuck to a particular company too, though.
No,
Right. Right.
I don't even think it's more so the old truck. I think they just want to drive a good looking truck.
Hmm.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Something that
Hmm.
look good. Now that bitch look good. So it don't, even if it's old or new, they just want it to look good when they pull
Right.
up.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Want to drive a glider, all that like that.
It can
You
be it can
know.
be it can be old or new. It can be a 2025, but as long as that bitch
Right.
look good. If it was a 2000, man, if it was a 2025 and that motherfucker had scratches and shit like that, man, a driver will sit there and second guess that motherfucker. If it done had the motherfucking like a driver done dog the truck out or something, a driver will think twice about getting in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's more so about just a good looking truck and is reliable. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I just think that's whether it's old or new. But the thing
Yo,
is, with the older trucks, the thing is dealing with the older trucks is you restricted if you don't go with your own authority.
Right. 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 Yo, y'all there?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, you restricted if you go, yeah, with your own authority. Yeah, definitely. Um, man, listen. I feel like it's gonna be all right. Cause you know that's something kind of like new, and then you can So it seemed to me like you just thinking about instead of cashing out, it seemed to me like you looking at um switching it up and
You,
kind of just you using the
I,
bank's money, letting the doing more finance stuff, using other people's money. Is it safe to say that?
that's exactly what it is, Black. I'm seeing these big motherfuckers, man. They using other folks' money, bro.
Right,
They using
right,
other folks' money.
right.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you'll be able to scale up.
Yeah,
In my opinion, you can scale up quicker like that. That's the route that I'm going.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's the route that I'm going. But I'm going that route because I have to go that route if I want to even entertain scaling up. And I ain't even gonna say have to. I'm gonna just say it like this. Cause see, I'm saying have to, but the reason why I'm saying that is because that's just to me. That's just you should never be using your own money, all your own money. That's just me though. I know me and you different from that, or some people different from that. Like I would never just cash out on the truck. I don't care if I got the money. I ain't cashing out on no truck because that's my money. That's my liquid money. So I'm gonna let the truck do the work. The truck is the worker. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the truck
I
do the
mean,
work.
I mean,
And it
it makes sense what you saying now to me, right? That's what I'm
right,
saying. Like I had to literally see that route because the route I'm going, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's comfortable
right,
for me. You see what I'm
right,
saying? It's the route I'm going, bro. The route, what I'm doing right now is no risk involved.
right. And is
It's
it not?
zero.
Is it the risk that kind of is it that kind of got you like hesitating a little bit, like man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what I was talking about before. Cause you gotta remember, you being the owner, you know, being an owner, you're not
It
even,
ain't.
being a person that
It,
owns a company. You gotta deal with your mental is important too, bro. So if you comfortable with just cashing out on them trucks like that, you see what I'm saying? Because your mental is important, especially on scaling up. Your mental is important too. You know what I mean? How you feel
yeah,
about the risk? How
but
you feel
see,
about that?
this is what it is, Black. It's almost like I gotta get out of I gotta get out of street ethics, and we know what we talk about when we say that. You know what I'm saying? And understand, that this is a business. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And understand the key. I know that's the key. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know that's the key
Yeah.
to to
Yeah.
to where to where you use your day money to make your money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
I see it clearly now. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Right.
it's still it's still new to me doing this way. You see what I'm saying? If I
Right.
was to
Right.
do it
Right.
that way, it's still a
Right.
new situation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
it's just outweighing the bad and the good in it, and,
I
and,
went.
and going with
Right.
the best situation for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now I feel like now that we talk about it now, yeah, and you know this. That's the best route to go because you switching up how you do business. You understand what I'm saying? Because you getting ready, and it's right on time too, because you get ready to scale up. And I feel like you can scale up quicker that way. Using other people's money, that's the quickest way to scale up. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You know that. The mega carriers use other people's money. You think they just no, because they got assets. I got if I can I got 100 paid off trucks. I can use these assets to get me some money. You understand what I'm saying? And go get some more trucks. Simple as that. And you know that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a beautiful thing. That's the route I'm going. if I choose to scale up like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I know that, and it's not about me, but I'm just building my financial body, so I got the option to do it. You know what I mean? But yes, I feel like that's the best way to go. You know what I mean? Because you building that relationship, man, which is important. You know what I mean? You building a relationship with whoever you financing with. You know what I mean? However you get that done, you building that relationship with, and that's how you get to millionaire status, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You got to deal with other. You got to be dealing with these banks. You got to be dealing with, you know what I mean, and building a relationship with them because they got all the money. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing. I feel like that's the only way. I never thought about just buying trucks outright. I get it and I understand it, but it's like I just feel like that's just a better way to do business. It don't matter about the overhead and all that. The truck gonna make money. You only worry about overhead. Trucking is business to business. It's not business to customer. You know what I mean? It's not. You ain't selling nothing. You see what I'm saying? So you can. If a truckload ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing. And having a driver too. You know, you don't worry about no driver. You ain't worry about no job. You gonna get a job. You ain't worry about no job. That ain't nothing. That's how I look at it. I'm glad you going that route because I know that's what's gonna blow you up. You gonna grow quick like this. That way you ain't gotta be waiting. You ain't gotta be waiting to get no. You know, you don't gotta wait. You feel what I'm saying? You can easily just run in there and just drop whoop you while get another one. They're gonna be calling you. Hey Tony, man, we got another. You feel what I'm saying? Got another truck just got in 200 some thousand miles, man. Come on, bro. It's gonna happen quick, bro. It's gonna happen quick. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. That way you ain't using all your money. Forget that. You know what I'm saying? That's the route. Shit. Y'all
Yeah,
boys got me hype.
yeah,
What you think though, Gerald? What you think? Because even me and you don't had conversations on like that. Off, off, off. Off. And you know how I used to be telling you, like, if you a runner, you ain't gotta worry about you a runner. It's nothing to worry about. Oh, it's you're gonna make money regardless. You don't gotta worry about all this and
right,
that. You're a runner.
right,
You gonna make money. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna make
right,
money. You gonna make plenty money. You ain't gotta
right.
worry. Remember we were talking about this when we were talking about the authority stuff and stuff like that. I already know you go cause man, you ain't it ain't really nothing to even cause dream the same way, you know.
Yeah,
But just like I was telling you, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You a runner, you know how to run, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. It's
is
you.
is he still up there?
Nah,
Dream
Dream
still up there?
gone. I think Dream gone. I don't know where he gone. I'm about to pull over in a minute. Raining like a motherfucker out here.
Yeah,
But yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that. That's the same thing what I was telling you. Cause you run, bro. You don't gotta worry about nothing.
yeah,
You ain't gotta worry about having when you have your own authority and stuff like that. Cause you gonna have the money to do everything. Even if it's something wrong with the truck and all that, you ain't gonna have to
yeah,
worry about that. Cause you gonna already be 15,000 up. What you can't pay for?
yeah.
Gerald, you are a runner, bro. You are a
Yeah.
runner.
But
All
that
you need
me.
is 1 month. Listen to me. All you need is one clear month in the truck. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be unstoppable after that. Because you're gonna have the money to do what you need to do if anything happens. I promise. Because you're a
Oh
runner,
yeah.
bro. That's why I was telling you, when you're a runner, you don't gotta run every week. You're gonna run 2 weeks. I know
Right.
you ain't gonna do that. But that's why I was telling you, you're a runner. You could do your own thing easy. You don't need nobody. You don't need nobody for nothing, bro.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Now you got me on you now. You don't need nobody, Gerald. You don't.
Right.
You don't need blood. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't need blood, bro. You don't.
Yeah, I'm
You
already
don't, bro.
fold.
You
I'm
don't.
already fold.
You don't. You don't, bro. I'm talking about in flat because you run.
I'm already
You ain't gonna never
fold.
need. You're not gonna need bluff. And the drivers, see, everybody different. You will get drivers. They will have to run like you. So you're gonna be all right. Don't worry about, oh
Right,
man, this driver ain't good. Bro, it's hundreds of thousands of these people. You ain't gotta worry about it. You gonna get your fish. You
right,
gonna get. I promise you. You will run like,
right,
bro. You ain't. My old boy Kurt, he do everything on his own now. I had to tell Kurt the same thing because he was running with Tennessee Steel, and he was having some problem with them. But I'm like, Kurt, you run like you. And I'm like, Kurt, you a runner like you tripping like this. Go do your own thing.
yeah,
And that's what he doing now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you a runner, dog, you don't have to worry about certain things. You ain't got to worry about. You ain't marginalized.
yeah,
You feel me? I be
yeah,
doing my thing, and I'm stuck to one area, but that's because I know what it's gonna do, regardless.
right,
To where I could, even if I had
right,
did my own thing, I would still run like this. But because I know it's me, I'm not that. I run, me black. I'm black. Run how you want to run. I still make money. I'm
right,
still gonna make 2 bands this week. But I just know how to do it. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I know what I need to do. I know how to call the customer, ask them could they stay so I can get the load in so they can go on my check. I know all that. I know how to. I'm more of a talker. That's why I talk so long. I'm more of I just, I could talk my way in the situation. You know
right,
what I'm saying? I got the forklift dude number and stuff like that. I just be knowing how to wiggle to make what I need work.
right,
You know what I'm saying? What you know how to do too. I just use the same thing out here. I go hard at it. You know what I'm saying? I really go hard at it.
right.
So I'm just a little bit more proactive when it comes to, talking and stuff like that. To be honest with you, I'm better at running the business than being a driver. I'm be honest
Yeah,
with you. I'm better at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm better at doing that and actually, you know what I'm saying? I just know I could do the driving because I know what I want to make. I know I can make way more. Just like me, you talked about it. I know I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't be feeling like it. But
right.
you a runner. You ain't got cuz I'm telling you, cuz you gonna see cuz you don't got to be nervous about jumping out there. I promise you,
Oh
you don't,
nah,
bro.
nah,
You
nah,
don't.
nah.
You
Hell
don't.
nah.
You remember I'm saying the same thing I told you before. And I was long winded and all because I'm gonna say the same thing again. You don't have to. You wasting your time even thinking like that. You don't gotta think like that. You good. Don't worry about that.
Right,
No, you ain't got you don't have to worry about that. You run.
right,
The
right,
all the areas you run, them lows pay all the time. Don't worry about it. Even on the low end, they still pay good. Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You worry about the wrong thing.
right.
And that's what a lot of people go wrong in trucking. A lot of people don't. They just, I don't know. It just don't. That stuff just, they just don't be. They be overthinking it, bro. Overthinking and making it more than what it is. That's the name about nothing, man. When you a runner, you don't gotta worry about nothing. You going way to Dakota, way to Maryland. You know what I'm saying? All up there in the
Right,
Midwest. You good. You don't
right,
gotta worry about nothing. You gonna eat, especially in flatbed. Come on, man. You gonna
right,
eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta. That's
right.
what you too. I gotta get on you too. You ain't gotta worry about nothing either. You don't need no bluff. I ain't gonna lie. You
Yeah,
don't. You don't,
yeah,
cuz. You don't, cuz. You
yeah,
don't. You don't gotta worry about no maintenance. You gonna already have the money to fix everything after 2 weeks. How you run?
yeah,
You gonna have the money. You gonna
yeah,
have 15 racks to fix everything. You good? You ain't gotta worry about nothing, man.
yeah,
You gonna have a 10 ball. You don't even gotta be. Do I got credit? Man, you gotta worry about that. Good, man. You run,
right,
man. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Good, cuz. You don't. You don't. You and your cook, y'all the same. Like like y'all good, man. Y'all you ain't, and I be good the way I run. And let me tell you something. I'ma still like if I jump out there, I'ma still do it the same way. You know what I'm saying? I'ma still run the same way, but I know I'm gonna make money. I know I'ma still make three and some change.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 4. You know what I'm saying? I might not hit that 5, but I know what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna be home on Friday. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
be at the crib on Friday. I ain't gonna be doing too much work. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be doing too much.
I feel you.
But I know what I'm gonna make. But that's because, I still got the regular load, but I still got DAT and I track, I constantly do simulations, stuff like that, and I do it
Right.
based on where fuel is at. I don't do it with no
Right.
discount. I do it based on where fuel is at. So, stuff like that. That
Right.
is it, and that's me. I know sometimes I can do more. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. That's just me. Cause I like to chill, but I like to go on vacations and vibe, man. I'm one of them, man.
Man, I'm
I
already
don't be trying to
knowing.
be working too much. I don't be wanting to be working too much. I ain't gonna lie. I don't be wanting to work too much. I don't. Towards the end of the week, I'm done. I need to have a driver. Gerald, I need a driver. I need
Right.
I need to get me a damn driver. I gotta have somebody else driving the truck. If my black ass driving the truck, boy, look here. I'm done on Thursday and Friday. I'm done. I was doing it at CRST,
Right.
still making good bread, but we're still making good bread. But they pay you get what is it? I think it's like, yeah, you get 75%. So you get 75%. I think it's 80%, 75 or 80%. And
Right.
I'm good at picking loads and building relationships with the customer. I'm real good at that. I'm just good at that. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna be on time. Trucking, it's easy in trucking, just be on time. Just be on time and communicate. Yeah, it ain't really too much. And you know me when it comes to communicating. You know how I am. I'm a communicating person. So sometimes I gotta fall back because I don't be wanting to, because I know how I be. I've been on calls
Yeah.
you too much. I've been on spent too much time on the phone because that's how I am. I talk. So I
Man,
communicate.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not, but see, that's my strength too. You know what I'm saying? So I could just dealing with customers. That's my thing. You know what I mean? It's just you know letting the truck do the work. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's easy for me. I can win on that side of the truck and I win. So it make up for my performance. You feel what I'm saying? Me just being a
Right.
communicator. Hey, look, man, I'm finna be there around. Well, I'm gonna be there around 4, 5 o'clock, man. I'm gonna be there around 5 o'clock, bro. 5:30, boys. Anyway, y'all could this thing, yeah, man. This anyway, because they already know me because I hollered at him,
Right.
introduced myself, and I do all that because I'm thinking ahead because I know how I be, bro.
Man, I'm
So it's
already
just
fold.
I'm good at the back. You feel me?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm glad we did have this talk. This is a motivating talk, man.
Right.
I'm glad Dream came in on this one. I feel like he came in to motivate us though. To you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like he came in to motivate niggas, man. Cause he ain't got no problem. That's cool. We gonna be all right either way. He'll be all right either way. Cause he got them 2 trucks. That's gonna
Already.
mm-hmm. They'll pay for whatever. I just don't know. My thing is, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I don't be knowing if I even want to scale up like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel like managing anything else like that.
Right.
I feel, I don't know. If we was gonna get together and do something, yeah. But
Yeah.
me just doing it, I don't know. I don't know if I could be a silent partner or whatever you got going on, the cuz got going on, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know, cuz you got to remember, I'm still trading and doing that stuff too.
Yeah. You ain't messed up like that though.
Uh, yeah, I just be like, I don't know, cuz before I scale enough. I don't know. I got to continue to get motivated. You got to see what Dream do, see what you got going on. I let y'all boy motivate me to want to do it, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Even though I said what I said, the dream, I don't know if I'm going that route.
yeah,
I don't know. It's easy just to have one truck, work where you want to work, do you get what I'm saying, and that's it.
yeah.
Man, what you think, man? This thing keep talking about my sound. I don't know why it keep saying something about my
I don't
sound.
know what it talking about.
Gerald, you still there?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I'm listening at you. I'm listening at you. Yeah,
Yo,
I'm listening at you, bro.
oh, okay, okay. I ain't know. I'm looking for a dang truck stop now. I thought you were through.
Where you at?
Hold on, man. I'm headed to I'm headed to Dutton. I'm in the Dutton, Georgia, man.
Yeah,
Old Dutton, man. About to head up in the Dutton. I'm thinking about stopping up here at Warner Robins in
yeah,
that area. But yeah, I'm finna head to Dudley, hit this load up in the morning,
yeah,
and get this extra money in. Yeah, some, ain't nothing too crazy. Some low
yeah,
key, ain't nothing too crazy. Going out here to Dudley. So,
yeah. I feel you.
got about an hour. I got about an hour and 30 minutes.
I feel you.
About an hour and 30. Where you at? Where you at like that? What you got going on?
Man, I'm headed to New York City, man.
Ooh, boy, you ain't playing.
I'm headed to that
You ain't
city.
playing. You ain't finna drop that off on Monday.
What? Headed to that city.
What you got on it? What you got on it? What she paying?
Shit, 52.
Ah, you see how that gas going up a little bit too, man. That
Oh
diesel done
yeah,
went up.
yeah, yeah. I seen it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I seen it.
We gonna have to get on. We gonna have to get on your boy Trump, man. That
Man, it
diesel
is
done
what
went
it
up,
is.
man.
It fluctuates. That's
Look, he talking
normal.
about it fluctuate. Man, get out of here, man. That ain't man. Get
Man,
out
that's
of here,
normal,
man.
man.
We gonna talk about it, man. And see what Trump got going on, man. Nah, they supposed to be going to war too. Iran they got this war going on over there. I think Iran done did something. They done attack somebody. Might have attack Israel or something like that. They
Yeah,
got their stuff going on, so
yeah,
it's always something. It did, it's always something, man.
yeah.
What you think though, man? What you thinking, man?
Man, I don't know, man.
You know,
I don't know
that boy
about it.
Dream. What happened? What you thinking about? What you think about what I was just saying? Like I was just going off of what I was just saying about like about far as like what far as your business is. Just
Shit.
what I felt.
I'm just trying to handle the little league purchase right now. I handle the
Right,
league purchase. After I handle the league purchase, I think about the net move.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
cause you
think about
almost
the
out of
net
there.
move. Yeah,
You almost out of there. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie, me too. But see, I've been getting comfortable here, man. Like I've been like, but you already know, like I said, it's working out. I can't. I'm good, man. Maintenance account powered all the way up. Like I'm almost at 5 figures in that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I be running tight because you might lose, even though I might lose 1,000 in revenue, maybe
yeah.
800 to 1,000 in revenue, depending on just on the minimum here.
Right,
But you know, I'm milking my
right,
truck for everything.
right.
I'm getting everything. thing, and it's just all flat land. You know, this
Right.
ain't gonna mess with the truck. This ain't nothing. This truck eat this up and down
Right.
75. This ain't nothing for no truck.
Right.
This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like that. You know, I'm looking at it like that, and how you you already know what I got going on. You know, I invest in crypto and
Right.
stuff like that. So
Right.
that makes up for some of the moves. Like you know how you and Dream might make different moves.
Yeah.
Me doing that makes up for that, and you got to kind of see what I'm saying because you know I'm gonna make money in that regardless. Every year, it's
Yeah.
gonna make money, even if it doesn't do it this year. Eventually, it is. So with me actively putting it in on that in other plays,
Yeah. You
that's
ain't
like
doing nothing
another
wrong.
right. That's just like another. So you know, like I told you, you know, those are the down payment on because, like I say, but those heavy now, and it's continue to be heavy. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna pick up some more. But because I
Right.
had stopped, but I'm like, why I'm stopping? I'm like, you know what? Because those came all the way back down to 17 cents. So I just been putting more money into it. You know what I mean? You know, on my way to you know, on my way, I had six. You know, I'm on my way to seven. But I had five. I'm on my way to seven now. So I'm like, I might as well keep it going, as long as it's up under 20 cents. I might as well keep it going. So that's
Right.
where a lot of my wiggle tank, my wiggle money that I need to be getting on my business, like you and your cousin. That's where a lot of my bread be going to that. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of doing it. I feel like I'm doing it the nerd way. I'm doing it the nerd way. Sitting in the lease,
Right.
investing in crypto, running my lease out, you know, knowing dang well I could do this and do that, just building
Yeah.
my credit, you know what I mean? And because like even with Younger, I was supposed to do all that with the other truck with Younger. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
I got past the down, I'm way past the down payment now.
Ain't
But
nothing wrong with it though.
it's okay, right? It's
Yeah.
okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought
Sometimes,
to
man,
myself,
things don't go.
what's
Yeah.
up? Well,
Sometimes
I'm just
things don't
like,
go as planned, man.
right. And then I'm like, you know, I feel like I want to stick to the script. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Right.
telling you, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, bro. I promise you, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. And I'm
Right.
like, you know what? I need to stick to the script. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I need to stick to the script. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be lonely. All my dogs doing all type of other stuff. But I gotta stay down and keep doing me. You know what I
Right.
mean? I gotta stay down and keep doing me. But I'm building my credit. You already know. I'm building my credit. I'm building my business credit too. So, you know, we'll talk about that all here, but I'm building my business credit and all that stuff too. You
Yeah.
know, and that's for a reason too. So
You doing what you
I'm in the
gotta do.
game with y'all. I just might not be scaling up trucking wise like that. You know what I'm saying? Not. I might not be going that route. I don't know. Like, I don't really. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. I'm good where I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm good. I'm cool. Like, ain't no problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ain't no problem. You know, and the maintenance account is good. So it's like, even if
Man,
it
you
is,
good.
yeah, you feel me? It ain't nothing. I can get brand new tires right now and still got this and that left. You know, still got 3, 4 racks left.
You good,
So
dog.
it's like I gotta stick to the script. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep running with this crypto, dog. I'm gonna keep running with this.
As you should.
You know, I be wanting to go independent though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. Like I say, we're gonna see as we build up. We'll see as I build up. You know,
Yeah.
as we go, we'll see what's up. Cause I told you, I should have told Dream. You know, Young. Listen, people say what they want about them international man. Youngin got a good situation, man. He got that's a good situation, man. And he
Yeah.
got a good truck. That's a good truck. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, and they
That
come
for
with a
real.
2 year warranty. For real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, cuz.
Yeah. He on here now. He on the game.
You know what y'all playing?
2K.
Man, y'all boys stay playing 2K, man.
That's all
Well,
me
what
and
else we
him
talking
play.
about, man? for Father's Day. They ain't call you. They ain't call you and tell you Happy Father's Day.
Who that?
The family.
Hell yeah.
Come on now, boy. You
Hell yeah.
feed the children, boy.
Man, you know that. You know they did that. Out the muscle.
Hey yo, yeah, this thing crazy, man. Well, you know what I was thinking about the other day? What his name? Man, what happened with Lou? Did Lou ever get his? What happened with Lou? What you said with Lou? Lou ain't got another truck.
Nah, I think Lou still with them people from Mississippi.
Oh, oh, okay. Hey, what about Oh yeah, shout out to Blair too, man. One thing about Blair, you can go on vacation, you can do what you want. They ain't tripping.
Man, that's the
It's
good thing
good.
about it.
It is. Listen, like I said, I be out here with the rest of the Florida boys. And a dude from out of Jacksonville, Jamaican dude. He said he just came from a 12-day trip. I just seen him at equipment when I picked up his equipment load
Yeah.
that I had dropped off. He said he just came off a 12-day trip. But he like I said, he grown with bluff. He got an
Man,
international
why
with
you
bluff.
think, man? Listen, you do what you wanna do.
You can do what you want to do.
That right.
Yeah, they ain't tripping. It's grown man business. They ain't tripping about nothing.
Man, y'all won't believe, man. That was just a driver, bro. Looking to get in the truck. I swear to God on my kid.
Man, that right there
What?
show you something. Might be trying to tell you something.
I swear to God
Cousin,
on
we
my
been up
kid.
here popping it, cuz. We been up here talking this whole time.
Man, I swear to God on my kid, man.
Yeah. Man, you
Yeah,
listen, that's the energy. I was just getting on your cousin head. I was just getting on Gerald head too, bro. I was just getting on him, bro.
what do you
I
do,
don't know
man?
if you heard me. Nah, I was just telling him like, man, you a runner. Cause I was telling him he don't need blood. I just told him straight up like, bro, you don't need blood. You don't, the way he run, he don't need nobody. Cause we were talking about on op stuff, offline. And I was telling him like, bro, the way you run, you gonna be good. You don't gotta worry about all that and what's gonna happen. You a runner. You gonna already have 15,000 after 2 weeks. You gonna already have over 10, 15,000 after 2 weeks. You don't gotta worry about what might happen to no truck or nothing like that. After a month, you gonna already have the money to fix anything, whatever happened to the truck, DEF and all. I told your cousin, you run, you go to New York, you go to Dakota, you go to the Southwest, you gonna go to Cali. You ain't gotta worry about all that. You a runner. Runners don't
Who you
gotta
talking
worry
about?
about none of that.
What you talking
I'm
about
talking
him?
about Gerald. I'm talking about Gerald.
Yeah.
If he just wanted to do his own thing and be an owner, he don't gotta worry about nothing. You a runner. You don't stay stuck in one area. You good. You ain't got to worry about no money.
Oh,
You gonna
Blake talking
argue,
about himself.
man.
He
I'm
said
talking
you don't
about.
stay in one area.
Hey, you
He
talking
talking
about
about
yeah, yeah.
himself.
Yeah, listen, that look in me. I don't been out there. I'ma still, and I know I'ma still make money. I'm probably gonna make from $1,800 to $1,000 less, but I'm gonna be good because I know how I run. Y'all know how I run. Y'all know I like to go on vacation. Y'all know I don't like working all week. I do it not, but you know I don't. That's just that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Black make it. I just pull my money out. I see trucking different. You just pull your money
But
out.
see, but see, the
What's up?
thing is with me is like I see what you saying, but it's almost
Hmm.
too is it's like I'm gonna
What's
ask
up?
y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question since we talk about
Talk
this.
to me.
When do y'all feel like it's the right time to 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 get your own authority?
Man, look.
When is it the right time?
We in the right time for what?
Uh
Hey, listen, I'm
When the
laughing
right time
because
for what?
you asking
to
me.
to get your own authority.
Listen, man.
Black, you the only one on this motherfucker had their own authority.
Yeah, you see, I came out the gate
All
like
them.
that. I came out the gate like that. So I'm
That's
looking
what
at
I'm
it
saying.
different. I
Hey,
feel it ain't really because you doing it anyway. You can't. That's just trucking. You got to be in compliance. You gonna have to pay for. You paying for your tag anyway. It don't matter. Oh, they just taking it out every week. No, I ain't paying for it. You got insurance. There's no way not to be in compliance in trucking. You can't run like you can't even run without being.
But
So you're
you
gonna
ain't
have to do
answering
it
the
anyway.
question, Black. You ain't answering the
Oh,
question though.
it to me is just whenever when you feel you got the money to pay your down when you got the money to pay your down payment for your insurance. This is my answer. When you got the money to pay for your insurance and pay for your authority, when you got that money like that, you know, and you have you some money put up, go ahead and do it. Especially if you already have a situation going. I feel like all people that have situations going, like you and your cousin, stuff like that, especially you should just go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? It's not like a you might be making it more than what it is because the business is already there. You know what I mean? It's like what is it to really brand wrestle about? The money is already there, the business is already there. You might as well go ahead and do it because I mean, you already giving somebody, it just you already there already. If you already got a situation going on, you know the landscape. I do hazmat. I know the landscape. I do flatbed. I run how I run. I'm Gerald. I know the landscape. That's why I keep the load board. I keep the load board with me to remind me, so I can always see what's going on based on how I want to run. I know with me with my own authority, I know I'm gonna make over 3 racks a week, easy. That's home on Friday. I ain't even working on Friday. I already got 3, 4 racks. I ain't even working. I know I'm gonna make a band every time, running in and out of Florida, just doing 4 loads. I know I'm gonna make that. I know it. I look at the load board every day, and I do
Feed
simulations.
it,
Like I
feed.
was just telling Gerald, I do my simulations based off the price off the pump, no discount, nothing like that. Long as that load say 1,400, 1,500, you know what I mean? I can get down into the 13s too, into the 12s too. Long as it's not 300 miles. You know what I mean? It got to be like 250 and under. But this is because, I'm always. This is what I do me doing it's fun for me to do that. That's how Gerald play the game. I do that. I do my little simulations on the load board and stuff I don't did. So I know. You know what I mean? I already done got the quote for the insurance and stuff like that when I was entertaining getting that those internationals over there, which I'm still looking at. So I already did like a little simulation, but that's it. Just do your diligence and see how much money you make. See what you can make and stuff like that. But if you already doing it already, I say you can jump out there. If you already doing it, like you're already doing it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about I ain't got enough money. Like you're gonna be all right. You got your credit and you got money. You got liquid. You're gonna be all right. Get your authority. You know what I mean? And jump out there. You know what I mean? You're gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's just in my opinion. Because I feel like when you do it like that, now you got the ability to, deal with the customer base on a different level now. So you can kind of understand it. You know what I mean? Because that's another schooling you're gonna be in, another learning experience. You know what I mean? Another landscape you'll learn on just dealing directly with the customer. You know what I mean?
So feed the children.
What's up?
When you think it's feed the children. When you think it's a good time to get your own authority.
Man, I mean, by me seeing people with one truck, I say shit, man. Yeah, whenever you ready, I guess.
Hey, this truck is that's how it is, bro. That's how it is. That's how it is. You feel me? But think about it though, Tony. That's how it is. That's all you could do. What else can you do, my brother? That's all you could do. You ain't gonna lose.
Whatever you
Listen,
ready.
I jumped out there. I jumped out there. I took a hit. I'm still here to this day. I'm still here. I'm alright. I took a little
All
hit.
right,
I'm alright.
all right. So black. Okay, so how long did you have your authority?
I had it for 6 months. I went down on my 6 month. Truck cut off on me, and I got something fixed. When I got something fixed, that wasn't what it was. But I lasted for 6 months. Let's just say that. We ain't got it because I get along with it. I lasted for 6 months,
All right,
crashed and burned. Still got my
all right,
authority though. My authority is inactive. It's still there though. Ain't nothing bad.
all right. So black. So was you making money with your own authority?
Yeah.
Was you
Well,
was you making the same money you making now?
no. Well, let me tell you something. All right. So now look, I was making. All right. I'm gonna tell you like this. I was making some money, but I'm gonna tell you like this. The thing about it is, when I started, I was green. I had never worked for a company before. I didn't really, you know what I mean? So it's different for me. That's why I be saying y'all could do it. When I did it, I did it. And I made it 6 months and I ain't even know, bro, I ain't even know, I told you, I ain't even know what a broker was. I just had the money to get into it. I ain't know what nothing was. The insurance company was the ones that told me. The insurance company helped me structure the business. Over emails and phone conversations, they helped me put the business together. I didn't even know what nothing was. You feel what I'm saying? So I started off totally green. So I had to, I was getting messed over because I had my authority and my insurance, and I was using the dispatch and stuff like that. I didn't know to use the load board until I heard her say the word load board. Then I googled it. So by luck, which I think Elon Musk was saying about how important luck is when you're in business too. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's how I came. So it's different for me. You know what I mean? But in a box truck, you know what I mean? I was doing all right. You know what I mean? It seemed like some all right money to me. This is before Amazon and stuff like that. But I had my miles per gallon. I had all that stuff. Only spending $250 to fill the tank. I think I was getting like 800 miles, stuff like that, with a full tank, stuff like that. So I had my numbers right. Once I got my numbers right, and I had a customer that I was running for exclusively, ATS. So like I was telling your cousin, I'm pretty good. You see how I talk, I'm long-winded. And you see how I can articulate. So I'm pretty good with my strength. I can lean on my strength, and my strength is the back office. You know what I mean? Dealing with the customer. That's my strength. You know what I mean? So I could talk my way in the situation. You know what I mean? Because I know closed mouth don't get fed. So I talked my way into some good situations. So what I mean is, I had a situation with ATS where I was moving those 10 by 10 U-Haul boxes, U boxes. So when you move a U box, one U box going to Dallas, coming out of Georgia, might pay $700, but I'm putting two, so I'm getting the rate for both of them. So then I work out a rate, I work out a flat rate, you know what I mean, for both of them, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was running. I had one customer that I was running with, and so I was doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Only thing stopped me was the truck breaking down. That's it. You know what I mean? And I had a bad truck. I had a bad truck. I was getting the fuel injectors. Like I said, I made mistakes. When I first got the truck, I should have put like fuel cleaner in it and stuff like that to clean out. I didn't do none of that. You know what I mean? I
Did
just
you
got it
did
in
you
it.
buy the truck outright?
Nah, I put $5,000 down. I don't do that. I don't do that. I put down it now. I don't, because I need my money because Tony, like I tell you and
Stupid,
Terry,
man.
I'm on my own out here. So I can't have Black can't have, you know, 23,000 and stuff like that and just go buy a truck for 17,000. I can't do that. I have to put down on it because I gotta take care of myself. I got family, I got bills, I got stuff like that. So I need more thousands on me. You know what I'm saying? So, which that helped me getting that truck. Getting that truck helped my credit out. Once they once they got it off my credit went
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? I won't do that. You know what I mean? It got to be a special situation. You know what I mean? It got to be a situation. Now, if I got 50,000, something like that, and the truck ain't number 24, then I get it. 24, 28. You know what I mean? I get that plus a warranty. Then I'll take my chances on that. Because I bet if I got $15,000 left in a paying for a truck, I'm betting on myself. But if I ain't got number 15 racks, I'm not. Nah, I'm finna go finance a truck, and I bet on myself with that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Yeah.
you just paying for when you got your own authority, you just paying for everything, but you got more time. You know what I mean? To pay for everything instead of that weekly expense, you got all month. So you got those 2 weeks. That's how I used to bubble. You got 2 weeks to bubble. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got the other 2 weeks that's gonna pay for your whatever you need to pay for. So you still
But
got
it's
money in your
still
pocket.
it's still gonna all balance out though.
Yeah, it's gonna balance out. But exactly, you just said it right there. Yeah, it's gonna balance out. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm talking about from the people getting it every week, then you paying a lump sum once a month. It's still the same thing.
Yes, but see, it's gonna balance out too the once a month way too. You see what I'm saying? Especially, bro. I'm finna get on you like I got on Jared, bro. With what you pulling, come on, bro. You don't need nobody, cuz. You don't need nobody. You ain't gotta worry about no all the insurance. You don't, bro, cuz. You
See,
don't.
see, see, Black
You
just be
good,
wanting to
bro.
pull the goddamn trigger, man.
You
Black,
got, cuz.
Black
The
don't
money
Black
is
mind
gon'
there.
pull it.
playing. Black don't mind playing Russian roulette at all, man.
Nah, let me listen. I'm complacent right now with Bluff, but that's because I'm only complacent because I'm investing heavy in crypto. That's the only reason why I just got finished telling Zero that. Y'all know what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I'm complacent. That's the only reason. To be honest with you, I'm still because I am risky. So I'm being risky on that. You see what I'm saying? I'm being risky on that. I don't care if I got 5 figures in Doge and then another crypto project. I don't care about that. I don't care if I got enough money to go get another truck and all that. I don't care if I got $22,000 in Doge. I don't care. And I'm spending the least. I don't care about that because I'm willing to bet it all on Doge because I know what it's gonna do. Now if I'm still looking crazy next year and we on the phone and you know what I'm saying, I'm not worrying about that because I believe in the project. You see what I'm saying? I believe in it.
Wow.
So I got strong conviction with that. But so that's where my risk appetite is at. My risk appetite is over there on crypto and on trading right now. To be honest with you, because
Right.
I could have been got the truck. I could have been got that truck. I could have been. I could still get it now. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I got the money to get it now.
Man, what young ain't that young that got that truck he just got? Ain't that
Yeah,
young?
dream.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I don't know
How
why
much you
you ain't even
how
looking
much you
at that.
how much
They
you said he was
28.
paying
They
monthly on that
28.
motherfucker?
He say like 25, but the only reason why because he got the warranty. I don't know why you ain't looking over that dream. You could get the truck, you could cash on the truck and still have 2 year warranty on it. I don't know why you ain't looking over there. You could cash out on the truck.
What hold on, Black. You said the
Yes, sir.
man the truck is 25,000?
Yeah, I seen them 24 to like 32,000. I ain't seen no 40s, no 38s. From about 22 to 32,000 is what I see on their website. Water trucks, is they will. I seen the website. And they come. You have the option to purchase a 2 year warranty. Yeah,
Man,
So
I might have to tell Young. He gonna have to. I want to see what he talking about. Cause that's that red one he
I'm
got, ain't it?
yeah, that red one, and maybe let's say about 400 to 500,000 miles. You know, the mileage ain't that low. But I mean, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hey, you still got the warranty. Let me tell you something. Me personally, I that's a good idea. I like that. That's why I say it a lot here. I mean, that's a good. I like. They got the Cummins engine. Um, but I'm not trying to sell that to you. I know you all that young,
Nah, nah. I
but
like them freight. But a Cummins is a good truck though. I mean, good motor. But I just
let
like
me
that
ask you a
freight
question
line.
though. With the Cummins, I know, but with the see, but Youngin ain't been having no problem.
Nah, it ain't no bad motor. It ain't no bad motor at all.
It ain't no
No,
bad motor, right?
hell no, hell no. It ain't no bad motor at all. It's actually up there. It's actually up there. It's just what I prefer.
Right.
It's a good motor. Nah, for real. That motherfucker
And let
good.
me tell you
And then
something, Dream. Let me tell you something. Your own authority, you gonna eat. You gonna eat easy. You gonna eat, and that's another side of the business. In my opinion, you need to get into. You need to
man,
start dealing with the customers.
Black just want a
Listen
motherfucker to
though, just
crash out.
hear me
Black
out. Let me
want
let
the
me let me.
nigga to get.
Nah, you
Black
ain't
wants
gonna
you to go
crash
buy.
out, bro.
Black wants you to go buy 5 trucks right now. Get your authority tomorrow and start running low, man. That's what Black wants
Listen,
you to do right now, man. Black wants
this
you
is
to
what I say.
go ahead buy 5 trucks today. Get your authority tomorrow. Black don't give a fuck about if that's gonna make you eat noodles for 6 months and
Nah,
that
nah,
go the
nah,
repo
nah,
man gonna
nah,
come.
man.
Black like get them
Nah.
5 trucks and goddamn it, go get your authority tomorrow and you gonna eat.
Yeah,
That's
see,
what I
now
be
look,
talking about with you, Black. You just be ready to push the
see,
button, goddamn it.
yeah, but now look, the personal stuff
It's a
bothers me.
process though.
Look, nah, you right about that. Now the personal, because I can't speak on the personal stuff. If you gotta personally do what you gotta do, then we me. You gotta do what you gotta eat noodles. You gotta eat noodles. If you gotta structure stuff at your house, yeah, we ain't gonna deep dive into it because that's your business. You'll take care of that. That ain't
No,
nothing.
no, what I'm saying is, Black, I feel like this about you, Black. I feel like I feel like
Say
if
it
you
because you're
had
right.
four,
Say it. You right. Say it because you're right.
I
You're
know
right.
I'm right.
You're right. If
I
I got
know I'm right.
38,000,
You
if I got
right, boy.
38,000, you already know. I'm telling you, look, we finna go. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, look, we finna go to young. We finna go get this. We finna go get this thing. We finna go half on this. I already know. Why you think? Listen, Tony.
Yeah.
Why you think I'm putting so much in those, man? When I hit off those, I know I'm finna hit. When I hit off those, listen, you might well call me Vince McMahon, but you might well listen. You might well call me a serial entrepreneur. Cause I don't look at money like I can't just have 38,000 and go buy a Hellcat. I can't do that, bro. I don't do that. I'm only putting
Nah,
my money in stuff that make more money, bro. I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just slowed down because I'm in the lease right now. And like I told you, my risk appetite is being satisfied with me dumping most of my money, keep dumping my money every week like a maniac in those. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm satisfying
yeah.
my risk appetite. You know what I mean? Plus I save too. Don't get it twisted. I save money. Don't get it twisted. I just went to Jamaica. I save money. Don't get it twisted. I save money. And I'm gonna be going to Cairo. I save money. Do not get it twisted. I don't
Yeah,
not.
man.
I'm not no fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't as flashy as you. How you is? I ain't that flashy like that. I save money. You understand what I'm saying? I just spent 1,800, almost $2,000 getting my personal truck fixed. I save money now. I love saving money though. I
Man,
love to
Black,
save money. I
Black,
love to
I
invest.
ain't no, I ain't no flashy ass nigga, man.
Boy, you Rambo. Boy, you. This man got diamonds in his teeth, man. He's smiling right now. This man got diamonds in his teeth. He done motivate me. I'm finna go get the diamonds, put in mine now. I had the grill with the diamonds in it, man. I lost mine, bro. Hey, Dream, let me tell you how I lost my grill. I'm
Nah,
eating
man.
food. I'm eating food, and I had took my grill out and wrapped it in a napkin. And I think I made a mistake and threw my whole when I threw my plate in the garbage. I threw my grill. But mine used to be diamond out too. My shit was
Yeah.
diamond out too, bro. All to the bottom. I'm thinking about getting it back. You understand? But I don't know. I'm thinking about not even doing it. I'm thinking about changing my life, man. I don't know, man. I'm about to put some
Man,
glasses
yeah,
on, bro.
man, y'all got some different goals down there in Florida. Y'all got that bubble shit down there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder, I wonder why they goals like that. Most of the people from Mississippi get their goals from Louisiana. Our goals ain't shit like y'all.
How they make y'all? They don't make it the shape of your teeth.
Yeah, they make it the shape of your teeth, but y'all shit like bubble, like
Yeah,
it's
cause it's round. You know, it got to be the shape of your teeth. It's gonna be thin. Them A-Rods, you know, they're gonna make it. It got to be thin like that. But if you get them PVs in there, if you get a set in there, if you get a diamond set in there, if you get some natural diamonds in there, it's gonna be thick because you know they got to make the case to put them diamonds in them. It's gonna be a little bit more thicker. How you might like it. It has some meat on it. But just a regular 6 pack, 8 pack, and all that, they're gonna have it thin so it can just sit right on your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like
how,
how I
how,
got
how,
mine.
how much y'all goals cost down there?
Gold went up. So let's say if you want a 6 pack, you're gonna pay about 500 and something. It'll be about it'll be about you're gonna pay about 600 or something. It's gonna be like $100 and something dollars a piece for each gold because gold done went up. I'm talking about if you getting 14, you know what I mean, 22. You know you can't get 24 because they gotta put some metal in it. But you can get 14 or 18 or something like that. It's gonna be like $100 and something dollars or two. 14 or 18. You know you can't get no 24 karat and no gold. Nah.
Uh,
Um, you know, but the thing about me, I'm just man, listen, I'm thinking about changing man. Listen, I'm about to get some glasses. I'm about to start tucking my shirt in, bro. Like I've been listening to Elon Musk, bro. Like you see my profile picture? Look at my profile picture. I'm about to delete that. That black, they're about to be gone. I'm about to delete that black, man.
it's a
I'm about,
new
I'm about to, I'm
black.
about to, boy, Damien. Black, I'm about to delete black. Damien, I'm bringing Damien out. Yeah, bro, like, I've been investing, you know what I mean? Just like with what you be talking about, right? Just with me, just, I fuck with y'all boys. So just with me, just the people around me is just, because it ain't just y'all too, it's just people around me. Like, and I'm 40 years old. I'm about to just like mind you, I'm older than you. I'm 40, so I'm about to just I'm about to get on my grown man for real, man, and just hang a lot of this stuff up, man. You know what I mean? To
Man,
just be
that's
a pure
called growth.
investor. Yeah,
That's called growth, man. Ain't nothing wrong
yeah,
with that.
yeah. Because I want to, we all entrepreneurs, and I want to be able to do stuff. I want to be able to go half on a house. You know what I mean? To have my credit in the right place. Like we were talking about before, me and you were talking on the phone. I want to
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
do those things. I'm gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Fact,
I gotta cut some
fact.
things out though. I gotta cut some of my bad habits out. I can't be buying chains. I can't be doing like I want to get a Cuban link and all that, and I want to spend $6,000 and all that. Like I can't be doing that, bro. I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling myself I'm gonna just do it one more time. You know what I mean? Just give me a nice little thick little link. Little 14 carat, not nothing crazy. Little 14 carat. But I need it thick. When I don't gotta wear no charm, cause my charm is diamond out. I'm gonna take that. My charm. I got a few rings that I don't wear no more. I'm thinking about turning all that in and just giving me one last Cuban. But then I'm like, a Cuban for what? Like, you feel me, Jim? I'm just like, for what? Like, for
Cause
what?
that's that Florida shit.
Yeah,
That's
bro. But it's like,
that Florida shit.
I know, bro. But it's like, I'm from there. I don't gotta. I gotta get y'all gotta get my Instagram. Like, I'm from there. Everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? That's that. I ain't gotta do all that. I ain't gotta do all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I need to let that go. I've been thinking about it. It be kind of hard because you got your old lady and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Got your wife. She used to. Cause she got a grill. She chained up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She ringed
yeah,
up.
yeah,
She got. You know what I mean? But she don't even be wearing it. Like, we don't even be going out or nothing to even be. And it's like, I just dream. I just be like, I don't even know, like, for what, bro. Like, I ain't even putting nothing on. Like, sometimes because I don't want to be, how it is. You don't want to be having all that on. And just I be spooked, but I don't even be want to have all that stuff on. I be tucking my chain in. You know what I'm saying? And I notice, just like out here talking with people, I don't be feeling right. People be looking at me. I got a grill in my mouth. I got my chain hanging. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm thinking about. I'm about to hang all that up. I'm really on the fence. I'm about to sell all my stuff back and take that money and just call it a day, man. Go get me an Apple Watch. Take these contacts out. Go give me some glasses, and that's it. Real talk. Go give me some Nike glasses, and that's it.
yeah.
And start going to the gym. Start going to the gym like Dream and them. I'm
Shit,
already
all
vegan.
man. Listen, black gonna be is new and improved. God damn it,
For real,
2.0.
bro. Bro, cause listen, we about to be doing something. Bro, we got big things on the horizon, bro. You got what you got going on. You finna, you know what I'm saying? All that's motivating me. I know I'm gonna hit. I know I'm finna hit. I know what I'm finna do. I know it, bro. All I need to do is go to $1. I know what I'm finna do. I'm gonna have a good amount of money. And I'm getting so much time every week. I'm getting so much time to just those right back down to 17 cents. I'm just
Man,
getting so much time to just keep. Oh, I'm finna kill it,
that what
bro.
I was just finna say, man. That motherfucker done dropped.
I
But
know that's a
but
good thing. I love it too. I love it when it do that. I'm gonna tell you why. What's your feeling? I'm gonna tell you why I drop it.
but
What's your
you
feeling?
know, it, every time it drop, I try to when it drop like this, you gotta buy some. It's almost like
Yeah,
you'll
bro.
be a fool, you know what I'm saying, not to.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. It's only doing that. The whole market is dropping. That's just the whole crypto market and the stock market because the situation with the tariff is still there. And
And that beef with
Trump,
Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
that right there, plus but let me tell you what we got on the top. The feds are gonna raise the rates eventually. They're gonna raise the rates. And I'm telling you, right now is the time to get in. Because once they raise the rates this one time, all they gotta do is raise the rates just five. I mean, excuse me, lower the rates, not raise them. Lower the rates. Once they all they gotta do is lower the rates, maybe like 5 basis points, just a half, not even a whole basis point, just five, just a half a basis point, just 5 basis points, bruh. Because it's psychological. People been waiting for years for the feds just to lower the rates. They probably ain't lower the rates in 2 years. Once they do it one time, you're gonna see the bull market gonna continue on. That's why I say don't miss the boat. Right now is the time. Don't miss the boat. I ain't playing. I ain't playing. I'm gonna put another 500 in the next 2 weeks. I can't do it on the following week. So I gotta pay $800. for some. Plus, I got to pay another $300 because I'm taking my son to the Tampa Bay game. So we getting, we gonna have some nice seats or whatever. I ain't. Hold on, they just $100 some seats. But anyway, it still cost money. So I got because it got to be me, him, and my old lady.
Black,
So
black, if that motherfucker hit $1, don't act like you don't know nobody, man.
boy, I ain't man. Nah, I ain't. You finna hear me, man? I'm gonna tell you that I'm back to where I need to be at. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you, boy, I'm back. Not to mention, I got something in the tuck that I've been waiting on. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't even gonna get into that. We
Yeah,
ain't even gonna
yeah.
get into that. I got that in the tuck, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna do what it's gonna do, man. I got that in the tuck. You understand? But that's why I say, man, long as you stay down, you gonna come up. That's what I gotta go because remember, like I told you, I'm rebuilding. It just is what it is. I gotta rebuild. So it is what it is. But cuz I'm telling you, we finna knock this thing out the park. We finna knock it out the park, man. All the hard work, the week every week, working, discipline, go ahead and investing and staying strong. It's gonna pay off, dog. It's gonna pay off. This time, it's gonna. And let me tell you something. I'm so much of a maniac. I might leave it in there. I might just take out my initial because I know what those gonna do. I know what it's gonna do. I know it's a $3 plate. It's more than $1. It's a $3 plate. I know what it is.
That's pushing
I'm
it, black.
man. I might just take that out and put that in my retirement, bro, and not even touch it and start all over again. I'm a maniac, bro. I'm a maniac. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy with it. I might just do that. You understand what I'm saying? Just put that in the IRA. Now I'm good. Let me let that sit. I ain't gotta
Man,
worry about no
but
retirement. Now.
you know what's crazy is
What's up?
motherfuckers. You know, it was motherfuckers having this same conversation a long time ago about XRP, and look what that bitch did.
Hold on. You still say it again?
I said it was motherfuckers having this same conversation about XRP, and look what
Right,
it did.
right, 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 right. That's a fact. Nah, because they gonna do what they gonna do. The crypto is still in the beginning stages, so we we gonna win. Anybody, you're gonna win. Don't worry about this micro. Oh man, it's up and down. That ain't nothing. Years alone is gonna help you win. You want the years. You want the 5 years. You know what I mean? Just stay healthy. You're gonna win, dog. You're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You're gonna make 100 bands. You're gonna turn 5 figures into 6 figures. Easy. You know what I mean? And that's why I've been telling Jared, I've been telling you, y'all make good money every week. You could easily build a position out, dog. A life changing position. You could easily do it. My brother did it. My brother did it. My brother ain't make all his money off. He didn't make all his money off producing. He had $80,000 in Solana. He in $1 million house right now. 1 point something.
yeah.
1 point something. You know what I'm saying? And he is a producer that but that music game. The music game. You know how I be, man. It's listen. You got truckers making more money than them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that money get to be it be funny. Yeah, the money it be good in the beginning, but then after a while, it'll get a little funny because it just ain't the song ain't in rotation like how it would. Unless you got a hit. You know what I'm saying? So, but bro got plenty hits to put on the wall, but he made a lot of his money off Solana and put that on the $1 million house in Cali, which he actually, he getting a divorce now. He kicking his old lady to the curb. So, but she don't do nothing. So, he one of them. So he probably gonna
Yeah,
move back to Miami. But yeah, he'll tell you the straight up truth. He made most of his money off crypto, off Solana. He ain't make $1 million
man,
off
that's
music.
crazy.
I'm keeping it 100
That's
with
just,
you. You
that's
$50
just
million
like
on
old
me.
boy K. That's just like old boy K. Count all his money
Take Camp.
off Bitcoin, man.
Listen, Bitcoin, cuz, listen, you don't even need no Bitcoin. You can retire off that. Off one Bitcoin right now. Off one Bitcoin. That's my next move. Because I'm going to stop at 50,000 Doge coins. When I get 50,000 Doge coins, I'm going to stop. Uh, and I'm going to start working on Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is gonna be at $2-3 million. Bitcoin is always gonna add a zero, always, as long as we live. So you could literally take $10,000 of your money right now and put it into an IRA and put it in Bitcoin and leave it there, and it's gonna pay you for the rest of your life because it's gonna every 4 years it's gonna add a zero every 4 years. That's it. You know, it's easy as that. I promise you, it's easy as that. And what happened? All right, hey, hold on.
That boy went out. Dream went
He
out.
went out. He went out. He went out. Well, how long we
Yeah,
done been on here, man? I gotta call my folks now.
man. 231.
What you finna do? I'm gonna call my old lady because she keep texting me.
Man, I'ma chill. I'ma play the game, man.
You finna play the game? Let me call her, man, 'cause she keep texting me, man.
Alright.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Alright, gang. That's it for this Sunday service, man. Dream done heard it out. Black done heard it out. We'll be back Wednesday, man. We'll be back Wednesday with another live.